Keyboard shortcut worked. Good evening and happy Tuesday, everyone. It is time for Jarnold's Jive. It is Handelabra Live with special guest Logic Dolphin. Welcome.
Hello, and welcome to Handelabra Live, the weekly developer-minded stream hosted by Migrant P.
I'm John. He's Jeremy.
Dolphin.
The Dolphin is here, and we are going to do some more Spirit Island. Is Dolphin quiet? Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I can crank you up a little bit. I'll crank you up, and then I'll also turn the game down to compensate. All right, make dolphin sounds.
Words. Quiet tin can. I am here.
We did not do a sound check. It might be that I'm too high. How about that? Now I don't want to be going into the red, so I'm going to actually drop myself down a bit. And now Logic can speak.
Hello, I am Logic.
Sounds minor, faint, and echo. I guess we should have done a sound check. Maybe we'll see if that's better now. I made a couple of little adjustments. And we'll keep an eye on that. Beep boop. Handelabra Games believes in being as inclusive as possible, including civil rights for everyone, Black Lives Matter, and trans rights are human rights. Anyone working against these goals is not welcome and will not be tolerated. So be excellent to one another and listen to your dolphin. No more comments on the audio, so maybe it's okay. If it isn't...
I haven't said much, so they can't comment on it.
That's true. Comment more.
So I'll just keep talking. Sentinels of the Multiverse, Bottom of the Ninth, One Deck Dungeon, Anne's End, and Spirit Island are all excellent Handelabra products, and you get more information on those games at handelabra.com.
I think you do better at marketing our games than I do.
I've said this intro a million times that I just kind of get it. Like, it's more just roll of the tongue than memorized speech at this point.
I'm going to increase your
But now I stumble when I get to the... You can follow me at twitch.tv/logic.
Logic. Whoop. No. Logic. It's all the logic. There's only a couple of the old name in secret hidden places.
Yes.
All right. We are going to play online multiplayer. There's some new things. You can choose the spirit you want to play and press quick play. I'm going to choose Serpent.
And I'm going to choose Serpent. No.
If you do that, we will end up in a new game because it won't join you with me.
It won't live. That's amusing. I'll take Keeper.
You can just join the game and then we can do that. But just like Sentinels, you can, if you love playing a certain character, you can choose it and then make sure you get into a game with it. So we are going to play with Branch and Claw in events. So who knows? Let's play an adversary. Any preference?
France 6.
France 6. All right.
I don't know if I actually want France 6, but...
Maybe France 4. That includes the coastal city extra town business. This is actual multiplayer. It is in development, so there are going to be bugs and glitches. There's no undo right now. We did actually preview it a couple weeks ago on Dolphin's Dive. But there have been some more improvements and probably some new bug fixes. Actually, all this new game screen totally works now. I can even, well, let's see. If I can switch to the thematic map, and you see that? We're on the thematic map. Nice.
Yeah.
Do you want to play on the thematic map?
Sure.
Okay. I actually don't know if I've ever played Serpent on the thematic board. Ever.
Ooh. This will be a difference.
For some reason.
Difference. This will be new, that word. That's the word.
And, so So yeah, and you can like reassign. I could be like, I'm controlling both of the spirits, but then it won't let me start the game.
Aw, I can't do spectator mode. Aw. Alright.
And yeah, it has to be mint because we don't have an undo in multiplayer yet. There will be undo in multiplayer, but at present there is not. And we are working on simultaneous power usage, but that's not in there yet, so we're still going to coordinate on doing simultaneous powers. But we should be able to do growth simultaneously, I think, unless there are more bugs lurking there, but we'll find out. This is a...
I imagine there'd be conflicts because I think when I place a sacred site, I push Dahan. If you had chosen Serpent, or not Serpent, Wildfire, you move Dahan, I move Dahan, there could be maybe conflicts there.
That's true. That is something we'll have to deal with, but... Oh, we could do a prediction, sure. Let's make a prediction. Where's my button?
Where's the button?
Isn't there? The button is like there's usually a thing for prediction underneath the stream preview, and it's gone. Did they get rid of predictions?
You could type /prediction. It's still there.
Weird. It's like gone from my normal setup.
Weird. Do you want me to set up the prediction?
Oh, I'm doing a prediction.
Oh, he's doing a prediction, all right. I was gonna do my own stuff over here. Because I can. Elemental
All right.
boon.
I'll give it a 2-minute countdown, so you'll have some time. And it's a different kind of prediction.
I don't think I can make a prediction in here because I think that would be a conflict of interest.
Oh, no, because the prediction is, will there be any bugs?
Oh.
Will we be able to finish?
Will we be able to finish this game? No bugs really. Oh man, I'm tempted.
Yeah, where's my man? Normally there's a box with like I can see the prediction results and everything, but it's like gone.
I don't know.
How do I get it back?
Refresh the page. Did you try turning it off and back on again?
I didn't try turning it off and on again. No, it's like the stream preview is taking up the whole space. I don't know. I can't find out.
It's on the dashboard, the
Yeah.
Twitch dashboard.
Twitch dashboard.
There might be like a option somewhere to set up the display.
Yeah. Oh well, I just won't know anything. That's gonna be.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
All right, so we can grow, I guess.
Yeah, I'm looking at power cards here, and I'm looking at Elemental Boon, and wondering, is this a Boon the Serpent game?
Ooh. I see you wondering about wondering. Brian the Wolf Hunt is an optimist. Man, I like to see the little bars to show me what people are predicting. This is really bothering me.
I know there's 110 points on yes, all good, and 820 points on no bugs for life.
Wait, how did you see that?
If you...
Oh, I see. If you mouse over the thing. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But normally I can see like who voted for what and like there's a whole little bar thing, but it's all maybe I mean they could have removed it. I
don't have a who voted for what, but there is a slight bar thing I have here, but I think it's just what the viewers see.
All right. And I'm totally going to forget if it's not in my screen, so you'll have to remind me to resolve the prediction at the end then, because it's not on my screen now.
It's on me, which means no one will remember.
That's right. Now Sparky Wolf will remember.
Sparky will remember.
All right. I should gain a power card as well.
I'm just going to take Elemental Boon.
Steam Vents victory is ordained. Honestly, Steam Vents isn't a bad play here in the mountains. Mountains is actually the worst thing for us here. We are not there. We're not anywhere near the mountains.
Are we actually losing? They're building 8 towns, and we have 7 towns left.
We're losing.
I can't really do anything about that.
Oh yeah, because that mountain, right? The one that has 4 explorers in it.
Yeah, 3 of them are turning into towns. I didn't realize that
They're
until
building
just
4
now.
towns. Uh,
I literally can't do anything about it. I don't even remember if
yeah, I
the
mean, I can
festival
stop
that
a
helped.
town. I can
No, they
stop
were all
a
slow.
town.
Can you stop 2 towns? Because
Do, do I need to stop 2 or we lose?
they're building 8 towns right now.
So if I can only stop. Well, there's if I destroy 1 explorer, that just stops 1 town, no matter where,
Yep.
right? Whether it's in the big land or the other lands. And I got. I mean, so, okay. So I got steam vents. I could also. I could instead of playing steam vents, play Gift of Pearl Deeps, and you hope to get a
Yeah.
card that lets you pull 2 explorers. Like,
Honestly,
is
that's
that what we're going
probably
for?
the best.
So we might win this
Because
prediction by finishing the game with no bugs, but just losing immediately. I've never lost on the first turn
technicality,
before.
this is
Guess there's a
wild.
first time for everything. All right, I'm clicking Steam Vents because Steam Vents guarantees a victory, and I'm gonna put presents in one of these mountains. Just normal stuff. And yeah, so I need to give you a power, and you got to find a fast power that can stop 2 builds. Because I can only play 1 card. Why are you doing Elemental Boon that doesn't do anything? I guess.
I mean, it could be a minor power that will have an elemental threshold, but I don't know.
That's true. That's fair. And yeah,
I mean,
okay.
none of my powers are going to do anything here.
Sacrosanct could pull the power that adds a wilds, and then you get to do damage based on that. That's like a 1 in 59 chance, unless it's in the discard pile.
Can I get an energy? No.
Oh. I feel like that's better than Elemental Boon. There's not many minor powers that, like, 1 element's gonna get you something, right?
Let's take a look at the deck and see.
They're all, yeah. Actually, yeah, I'm thinking of, there's the fast power that moves an explorer, and if it's a mountain, it adds a wilds. That's what I'm thinking of for the other thing. But there's very few thresholds on minor powers, and most of them say 3, not 2.
Okay. Fair. Hey, Sap the Strength has 1 air for increasing by range by 1.
Right.
I think that defend 5
Ooh.
a lot.
Inflame the fires of life, but it's slow. There's no fast disease, right? Like that's Land of Haunts and Embers. That's really good. Yeah. So there are cards that will help us here, but we have to be lucky. Did we pass up on a card that would have helped? No, they were all slow, or didn't do anything. All right. Yeah. This is what we have to do.
This is our fate now.
This is ridiculous.
Actually, wait. My Sacrosanct... Okay. You can't go back now. My Sacrosanct Wilderness kills the town in Northeast 5. And so Steam Vents would have allowed us to continue, for sure.
Oh, is there a town? Oh, because there's a wilds there. Well, we can't go back now. Now we do have to find something as good as Steam Vents.
I only literally just realized that I can push an Explorer. Okay.
All right.
That's the play.
Now we have to not lose next turn. After doing nothing this turn.
Oh boy! Still alive!
Wow. 1 town left. They add more bonus towns. I guess they added town during setup.
Not good.
They added towns during setup, which didn't help.
Yeah, that was Rule 3. Add a town to the highest numbered land and add a town. Yeah, so 2 towns. Are they building a coastal city by any chance? No. But currently they're building 7 towns.
Yeah,
So we have to destroy 7 towns.
there's lots of
or prevent
disease.
7 towns by the next turn.
Wow. Okay. I guess this is 2 slow starting spirits against France. That's just like.
Yeah. Whoops. Not bad.
That's fun. I mean, it's fun to find these kind of challenges, so.
Yeah.
Especially if it wasn't mountains, it wouldn't be nearly as bad, right? It's because that one mountain builds 3 towns, or it would have built 4 towns.
Mountains into wetlands is what's bad, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they had done jungle, I guess it'd be bad. But if they had started sands, it would have been okay.
Yeah. Sands would have been like, sure, hang out.
Oh, well.
At least we got some disease.
So... I can't really stop a build with this. This is range 2. I guess I prevent a town, 1 town, and that's the best I can do.
Yeah, like.
If I don't get a wild
something.
town. But since we have to stop 7 towns, or destroy or prevent 7 towns by the next build, this is
Now we only have to stop 6.
so 6.
That's better. All right. Cool. Well, I can steam vent 1 maybe, and I mean I don't know what we can do. I can try to
And
gain
I got a lot of slow powers.
I can try to get a major power that destroys the board, I guess. I think that's what I'm doing. Indomitable Claim. Blazing Renewal.
Did the farmers seek Dahan for aid event? Oh boy. I actually found my event cards that I had set aside when I was first learning Spirit Island. What if we get the Outpaced event? Or a strange madness among the beasts? Or war touches the island's shores?
End of days. That's what we need. So I can Indomitable Claim one of these mountains. Problem is there's no Dahan.
Just need the farmer seek Dahan so it can build twice instead of just once. Oh, okay. So it's
I was hoping
let's
for
lose
some.
the game in the event phase card.
I was hoping for some fast damage, and we don't have any destroyed presence. Can we get destroyed presence in the fast phase? Do we have any blight cards? I don't think so.
I got nothing. You're getting a boon. I don't think it does anything, but have a boon. And have another boon. I don't know.
With Boon, I could do 4 damage with Blazing Renewal. Oh, but you have to add Presence, I think, with Blazing Renewal. I think you have to add the Presence. Otherwise, then I can Indomitable Claim and stop town bills. That's what I can do with it. That seems probably the best. I can do the skip all actions if I get another Earth and Sun. So whichever place is building the most towns, which I think is East 4, is going to get Indomitable Claim, which is also hilarious. And I'm forgetting... I guess it's Steam Vents, which means I can give you a gift of flowing power if that helps you. Nothing really helps, right?
Nope.
I guess I could play Aegis. I just have to play something with Earth. And I need energy. Oh, but I can only play 1 card because I didn't place Presence. So
Oh, no.
So I don't get that. Well, whatever. We lost on the first turn. We're just prolonging the inevitable.
You know, this game would have been over if it was Blitz. Who would have lost before we had any decisions to make.
Why am I getting an element?
I
Oh,
booned you. I
okay.
guess it's your decision.
I we were using powers at the same time.
Oh. Oh.
That's
Right.
all right. I think it's fine. I don't. It doesn't matter what elements I get. So what do you want me to pick? You don't care. You're. I'm just gonna click 3 things.
Like 3 things.
It turned out to be okay.
I forgot that we can't do power simultaneously. Missionaries arrive.
Hey, we could gamble on pushing explorers away to stop towns, but if we gamble
If
wrong,
we
they add
gamble wrong,
towns.
well, we either lose or we maybe lose. Although I think the maybe lose is still lose because it's 6 towns building.
Are there any beasts? There's no beasts.
And
There's
disease
one
building
beast.
the city. That's not gonna really help either.
Yeah, there's already disease wherever we need it. Ignore contact, I vote for.
I vote for my board.
It has sun. Yay.
Okay.
We can stop them
Stops the
from
build.
building. Into the jungle.
Click a land to vote to push the explorer there.
Yeah, that's one of the things that
All of them.
it works, but it's kind of awkward.
All right, so we
And
successfully gambled
yeah,
correctly. To what end?
to no end. I don't know. Land 10. Push him into the mountain where he's... got defend 20 anyway. And we add a beast. I guess we could have tried to blight the island because there's a blight card that removes towns. How many towns are they adding now? Only 5. See, we totally improved things.
Alright, here's where we lose.
Build, build. Despite all that disease, they build 1,000,000 towns.
Oh, that was a fast loss.
Yeah. But, unfortunately for Sparky Wolf, the prediction was correct. Or that my prediction. My prediction.
Game was finished. Yes, all good. We even accidentally almost introduced a bug, but it didn't work.
My prediction editor. How do I set it now?
I don't know.
Prediction.
Flash prediction.
I guess I just type /prediction. What's this little? I can make a pop out. I guess. Here, it's just gonna be here on the screen for everyone. I guess. We were able to finish the game. We are sure, yes, all good is the correct outcome. All right. That's going to be a pop out now, I guess. I'm just going to make the same prediction again for the next game.
Do we have to start a new lobby again?
No, we can go new game unless you want to try again.
Oh.
Do you want to do
try again? No.
All right, new game.
Let's be smarter this time, I guess.
All right, so it doesn't set up things
slow ones.
exactly right, but I need to add another board. And then assign you to a spirit. Oh, wait. No. All right. Serpent is there. Now there's a problem. I think we need to make a new room. I think it's because... Oh? Oh, yeah. You left and now it's there. Try joining the game again, if you can.
Well, apparently hitting new game after you leave doesn't put you back in there. I guess because it's like saying, hey, Hello.
All right,
I don't know.
so now I'll get rid of that
No
board.
longer in the lobby. I left the lobby. I was forcibly ejected.
There, I think that's good. Let's play on balance with a wibbly board like that.
Wibbly board. It's been a while since we've done wibbly boards.
I understand that mods who voted will not be able to choose the outcome. Now I get my little screen, but it's not on my dashboard. I don't know, Twitch, why did you ruin it? We have a bug, but it was...
Twitch likes to ruin stuff.
Hmm?
Twitch likes to ruin stuff. Also, Brandon the Wolf Hunt says, now we have a bug. So yes, we did find a bug. Successfully.
All right.
Immediately after the game was over.
We're going France 4 again. I feel like we need to be able to beat France 4 with Keeper and Serpent. I feel like that's a challenge now.
Okay.
Let's go with balanced board, though. Because thematic board, like, that was just outrageous, right? Like, what happened in the mountains and wetlands.
I think it was, yeah, we had the worst starting place. Plus, it's just, like, the France rules are balanced for the standard boards. The thematic boards are not balanced for it, which is why we could lose immediately. So
I think it's still going to be hard, but we have a fighting chance.
Yeah, all the the one mountain that had 3 explorers to start with.
Yeah. Oh,
it's like all right, sure, 4 towns, whatever.
Yeah, that just can't happen on the balanced boards. You get it. There's a maximum of like 4 towns built on the first turn normally, right? And we had like 8 being built on the first turn.
Twice as many. Wonder actually if in a single spirit game, if it would be instant loss.
Oh, if you were on that top board with them. How many do you get? 7 per player?
7 per player, yeah.
I mean, it depends if you can stop, if you can't stop any towns, like if you can't stop any builds or not.
Yeah.
So, I mean, certainly Serpent can't stop a build normally. I happen to pick up Steam Vents, but like, unless you draw the right card, you might be like, well, can't stop a build. Thanks for the sub, Licky00, and welcome. Everyone is confident that there'll be no bugs now. Well, not everyone. It's actually half and half, but like someone put in 14,000 points.
Yeah. That's why it's heavily skewed.
So that's interesting. The shiny button is great, Licky. I also use it. All right, I guess I'm going to gain a power card. What do we only now have, only 2 towns being built. Because there's disease. 2 towns and 1 city. I don't like that city thing. Let's see if I can mitigate that in any way.
I can stop one of the builds. I have entrancing apparitions to gather 2 explorers if there are no invaders present, and I have delusions of danger that pushes an explorer. Actually, the latter doesn't work because I'm not at range.
Yeah, I have Fiery Doom. I can stop the city being built in A7. I'm less worried about the town number now compared to last game. Like, I mean, it's still a thing, but...
I'm still going to take entrancing apparitions just because...
Oh yeah, stopping 2 builds is very nice.
The problem, though, is that there isn't
a place
it doesn't
where
we'll stop 2 builds. Like, C7 and C8 would be the valid targets for that, but both of them have towns.
Well, I could push a town out of one of those lands.
Oh, in which case we can stop 2 builds.
I wouldn't be able to stop the city build, but then I think that's overall productive. Potentially. Just thinking of where... Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, let's just do that. So, I need to add presence to a land without blight. So, you can only reach C7 anyways, right?
Right.
So it has to be C7 where I go.
Stuff are gonna be in this.
And I will play that one card.
I don't think I'm playing 2 cards.
I can push. I'll just push that town into your land because you'll be able to destroy it sometime.
Hmm.
It doesn't have to be this turn, but it's a target for you.
I'm trying to decide whether I want to go for the sun or if I want 2 card plays, but if I want... Oh, I'm getting extra energy, so I'll have 3 energy. Cool logic, being indecisive on turn 1.
Well, we're not losing immediately, so there's that. It's no pressure.
I think I want to hoard my energy so I can do double growth next turn.
Yep. I do like to do that.
Problem is, if I only play entrancing apparitions, I'm not playing a plant, in which case I can't place a wilds. Yeah, so I should just do this and forego the thing.
You get to use your power of range 1 to do nothing. Oh, you are going to do it. Okay. You get your plant.
Yeah.
All right.
I always see M, your M versus my L, and I always think it says M for Mark.
I just think
So I can't. I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching anything.
I think it stands for Mario and Luigi.
It's a me, Mario.
It's a me, a Migrant P. So I'm gonna Fiery Doom this town. He can go anywhere. I was gonna put him into your jungle because you can chomp on him probably. But if you won't want that, I can put him somewhere else.
That's fine.
Okay.
I support chomping of towns. And now there are no explorers in this land, so I can gather the tool.
And it's defended, just in case.
Just in case. Pending the event. That doesn't happen on turn 1, but you know.
Pending the discarded event card. Yeah, so we basically have a Ravage we can ignore, because it's just 2 Blight. It is, not awesome, but I'm relatively okay ignoring it. If if I find a defend 6, I'll pop it into A7. Because there are 2 Dahan there.
Well, you get a power card. Or you get a power card. You get an energy off this. You like energy.
Sure. I'll take a miner. That's where those defend 6s are. Those aren't that. I have Haunts and Embers, Portents of Disaster, Prowling Panthers, and Swarming Wasps. Push up to 2 explorers if the land has beasts. That is not a thing. I would like a card that has plant on it, but that is not a thing right now. I can use Haunts and Embers up on C8. Potentially. That would stop that build. That seems pretty good. I'm going to do that.
Coastal cities this turn.
Yeah, I'll just push them all into that mountain, I guess. I mean, I'll get another card, so we'll see what we get. But
And I think I only have 1 valid land for this. Oh, I have range +1. Oh.
Range +1 from your heir. But you don't get to push an explorer
everything.
though.
Yeah, that was why I said there's only 1. But actually, since it's range +1, that changes everything.
Like one of my.
I can't target A4 though.
A6 maybe.
That'd be the farthest range.
Or I mean C3. Like coastals are good too that are empty. Or A3.
I think A3. Oh, I can't reach A3.
Oh right.
Range 3. could also do A1. I kind of want to be next to the wetlands for next turn.
Well, that's true. This is, yeah,
Or
you get to
two
grow
turns.
into it right away, so it's kind of where do you want to be.
Right, because it's range 3, yeah. Okay.
Could gamble on a major here, but I think I want to be adding presence, so I'm going to get a minor.
I can drift down for defend 4.
Defend 6.
Nice.
And it has plant on it. I'm into it. And I need to make a sacred site, so that's going in that spot.
You're defending A7 now?
Yep.
Okay.
Mr. Han will put in the work. So I can either stop a build in A8, or I could do like serpent stuff. If you have a case for playing another card or something like that, I could do that, but I would probably lean towards stopping that build. Like I could absorb you, or there's all, serpent stuff could be done if we want.
Oh, I can stop the build in C5 if I take Veil the Knight's Hunt.
Oh yeah, that's actually really good against France.
I will take it.
Yeah, I'm pro stopping a bunch of builds, so. Ooh, I get to rouse in Hansen anger for 1 damage to a town. Not too exciting. You're still one. Oh, you're on 1 card play, but.
I have one more card.
Okay.
But do I want to save the energy for double growth next turn or not? Because I could play regrow and be fine. I could also kill the town in A1, but it's not doing anything and not preventing any visibility. Or I could Towering Wrath for 2 damage, but we're preventing... Oh, I guess it'd be 2 damage in A5.
Yeah,
but...
actually, and I have 1 damage for A5, so if you Towering Wrath there, that negates the Ravage there. So it's expensive for that, but that is an option. It's 2 fear. It's not too bad.
Guess I'm just not double growing.
That seems reasonable.
Alright, Mario and Luigi have voted.
Alright, do you want to use your Veil of the Night's Hunt?
Veil the Knight's Hunt.
And then I will defend. So we are planning, so if you're wondering, like, why do we have to do our powers separately? We are planning to make it so we can do, I mean, technically we probably could have done those simultaneously and it would have been fine, but something like Veil of the Night's Hunt can affect that land and the lands, all adjacent lands, because it can push up to 3 to Han. And so if I had used a power that affects Dahan in like A7, you might have pushed Dahan there while I was doing that, and right, so things could get kind of mixed up. And so we're working on making the game know about that kind of stuff, as well as being able to still use stuff as simultaneously as feasible. So I'm going to push these into A7, I think, unless you have a better idea. I guess we could put an Explorer, but I don't trust event cards. Into
I don't
C6.
trust event cards.
Yeah.
Never again.
A7, I can deal damage there. It's next to your sacred site. Seems good. If they explore in the mountains, we would definitely have to worry about it. But see, look, invaders do +1 damage, but that wasn't going to happen this turn. Choose a sacred site, gather 1 explorer into its land, and add 1 additional explorer. No. No. Do not.
Oh, that is really bad, yeah. Oh, I can at least gather out of A5.
Oh, yeah, actually.
So
And then we
that
gather one out of A5 and then gather one back into A5. This is per board, right?
on each board. Yeah.
So that's why this order really matters. So we can take one out of A5, add an explorer, then take one back into A5 and add an explorer. So we end up with 3 instead of 2, I guess, instead of having 10 or whatever we would have there. All right, so this is the glitch.
I saw it.
So if you look with Spirit Foresight, you can see there's still one explorer in A5. So I can explain what's happening here. Is basically when you do a gather push, the UI shows him the piece moves halfway and then continues moving to finish the animation. But in multiplayer, basically it doesn't matter which of those explorers moved. Just one explorer who like doesn't have strife and doesn't have plus health and whatever. Like as long as they're the same, it doesn't matter. But so it picked the opposite one to move, and then the one that moved halfway is still sitting there halfway and didn't go back. So that's why it's visually tricky.
That guy is actually an A5.
He's actually an A5.
A7 right now.
Just that's part of the additional challenge.
Okay then. Well,
I am gonna fix that obviously, but it is it's interesting. So where do we take guys back from? Probably that mountain, I guess, right? Or we could gather. May as well gather the guy out of the sands. Then we won't have a glitch.
It's up to you.
Well, take the guy to the sands because then he can't glitch because there's only one of them.
Right.
All right, so there's actually 3 explorers in A5.
Ooh, I wonder how. I guess. Wait. When they replace explorers with towns, is he gonna still be an A7 if he's replaced?
I think he'll the animation will make the town go in A5. I think. Maybe. I think so.
See. So
Francis
Blake,
us.
Disease to the jungle wetland with the most buildings.
Oh, that would be nice if it was A5. I guess we couldn't really have that have happened, but
yeah.
I would be fine putting another one into A2, but if we want A8, that's fine as well.
A2's fine.
Because they're gonna add another. They're gonna remove it, so.
Yeah. And here. I don't know. We could put it in C4 since we've put all those explorers in there, and we don't have to worry about the town conversions.
Sure.
Or we put it in C1 and avoid the coastal city.
Oh yeah,
that's probably better.
Coastal city actually. All right, and there's
Why don't we kill the explorer?
I'm not doing that. I'm voting 3 damage on the city and 1 on the town. Doesn't show votes on damage right now, but that is a thing that will be shown.
Yeah. All right, he's gone.
Yeah, he's where he belongs now. Thanks, France.
Avoid the jungle.
Seamus, we almost lost on the build phase of the first turn, but we ended up losing on the build phase of the second turn.
Yeah.
It was thematic France, and they explored mountains first, and there's a lot of explorers in those mountains. All right, so I think the board is showing reality now.
Yep.
So there's actually a lot more in this wetland than I realized. Well, the event didn't help. So you might want to do something different with Towering Wrath, I suppose. And that would be acceptable. I do have literally 1 damage. So if you do want to use it in A5, I would do it there. I mean, there's no that's the only place that it makes any sense to use. So I will use it there. And you can make your decision.
Yeah, so decision on wilds and pushing explorers, although it doesn't stop builds because it's double explore. I can only push one. And then my 2 damage. 2 damage plus C4 is fun times now.
Yeah, there weren't any even glitches or anything in the first game. It worked perfectly. We lost perfectly.
But this game had bugs. Well, it is a bug, right? Even if it's a visual glitch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this game was successfully bugged.
The reason why I said I wrote the prediction as will we be able to finish the game is because multiplayer often has bugs where you just don't get to continue the game.
Get a fear card.
You didn't kill that explorer?
Oh, I see. I could have done that differently, yeah.
Oh well. There's no undo.
Wilds there. Grow there in Sacrosanct Wilderness.
So there's 4 damage there. So if I absorb you, I could defend it. And defend A2. Actually.
Oh, because your Absorb Essence will be Defend 3? Oh, nice.
Yeah, if I absorb, then Aegis is defend 3. So that's an option. There's also a bunch of towns being built. Not any coastal cities, though, so that's good.
You're going to be spurred on.
Oh, I am I? Well, I could... If you spur me on, then I can Flowing Power you. Or Primordial Deeps. So you could give each other card plays. See, I have enough energy, so I think I'm going to gain a power card. Actually, I would love to get back... Yeah, Absorb and Aegis then takes care of the Ravage. And then if I get to play another card, it's potentially give you a card play, or it's block a build somewhere. So let's see what I pull up. Confounding Mists. Or Call to Isolation actually takes care of A3. Kind of perfectly, doesn't it? And that's 2 towns. And it's free. So Call to Isolation. I need to be in A1 for Aegis. Or A4, but I can't go there. And I don't care about the water. Let's go for the fire. Get towards the classic any energy spot.
You can't call to Isolation A3.
Oh, I thought I was next to it. Well, then I'm not doing that. I thought that my land was touching it, but it's not, is it? There's like a little line. There's a little line. Fine.
It's not a corner.
I will play something that lets you play cards then.
It's not a corner.
Call to Isolation will do nothing. Unless, well, I guess I could call to Isolation to get Dahan into A5. That's an option. All right.
We're not losing this turn.
We're not losing. I mean, you don't know what the event will do. We might lose.
On each board, add 5 towns to any land.
Add
right,
five blight to every land.
Am I spurring you on?
I
mean, that was the plan, right?
Yeah, because I can give you
Just
a
want to
gift
make sure
of
before
primordial.
you do something that I'm spurring you on now. Permission to use the mouse, sir.
Permission granted. All right, so would you like to play Regrow from Roots or gain a different power or get the elements from one of those things? So take a look at those. And
I mean, Regrow would get me the threshold for Punish Those Who Trespass. I get a minor power, I don't have to reclaim next turn. And maybe I'll find something that will deal with something.
Yeah, so you want
I don't know. I'm
gift.
pretty far away from most of the lands except C4, but if I
Yeah.
get a plant card, I at least get to destroy something in C4.
Yeah, and you might find something that stops towns being built or something. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, gift of primordial deeps.
Sounds good.
All right.
No, not that one.
Haha. And you also are gonna get an any from me. So, from absorb essence.
Okay, so that gives me a plant already then. So if I get a fire and a plant, I get +1 damage per sun and plant, which means I would deal 4 damage in C4.
All right. I'm giving you gift of deeps first.
Yeah.
I think.
So let's see. Fire plant is ideal. I did not get fire plant.
You have to narrate what cards you got. Because I can't.
I got Indomitable Claim,
Nice.
Tsunami.
Nice from the minor deck.
I got Rain of Blood, Flesh Rot Fever, Renewing Rain, and Fire in the Sky. None of which give fire and plant, but 2 give fire, 1 give plant.
Be nice to have known about Fire in the Sky because then I wouldn't need to defend A2.
That's happening, so that's not needed then. It does give me a sun and a fire, although I don't get the punch. I can take Renewing Rain, which won't actually do that much. Jungle Sands, remove a blight. I guess that removes a blight from A4. And that's a wilds. My any would be plant. Otherwise, Rain of Blood is just literal fear. Flesh Rot Fever is slow disease. I'm just gonna take Renewing Rain because I consider that like the
upgrade.
Upgraded regrow from roots. Yeah, play it.
Yeah. All right. And did you want to play Sacrosanct before I absorb you? I guess it wouldn't matter for your range. I guess it matters which one you pick for Renewing Rain because it is Sacred Site. So actually,
yeah, it's the Renewing Rain that matters. If I want to remove the one in Sands, I have to keep the Sacred Site in A1. So we'll ditch C4.
Okay, I will absorb these. Oh, and I get to pick. Yeah. So you want C4?
C4. And then I get to pick.
Yeah, now you get to gain your any.
Hey, my Spreading Wilds is full power now. Nice.
Nice. And you got Renewing Rain Threshold. All right, and I will Aegis in a 1. Pending the event. That's enough defense. And I have actually enough damage to destroy a city, if there was one, where I am, with my Rouse and Anger. That's fun. Unfortunately, there aren't none. I'll kill some towns at least.
Town. That town's not doing anything, but it could be a coastal city someday, so.
Sure. On each board in a land with exactly one that it's Jeff's favorite card.
And that ruins A2. Damn.
It does.
Should have taken the Strife card, huh?
Oh, is A2 the only place? And yeah, that does ruin it. That's the only spot on that board.
Each beast deals 2 damage. Ooh, that's actually really good on my board.
Oh, there's one spot on each board.
There's a land with at least 2 Dahan and 2 buildings. Each Dahan destroys a building. Add a
Oh, right, the Reckless Offensive. I don't know there's going to be a reckless offensive. Oh, there will be. A3, it happens right now.
Yeah, it's yeah.
There isn't a land for that. Right, 2 Dahan and
Well,
two buildings?
yeah.
Right, yeah,
The
so that,
closest is A7, but
yeah, so that one just won't happen. All right, so these ones, like, this vote is just an ordering vote, so. And
are we losing now? No, we're not.
we kill the explorers in C4. That
Because yeah,
stops.
otherwise, yeah.
There's a city, but it stops a bunch of towns, so.
If we take out the town, then we get 2 towns. If we take out the 2 explorers, we get a city.
Yeah. Remove an explorer from a land with Dahan. Well, come on. The Dahan got removed, and there's
Well,
no.
I guess call to isolation happened anyway.
Oh, hey, actually, we didn't vote. That was the only land where there's
Yeah.
Dahan and explorers. That's hilarious.
Nice.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Except now we have some pretty horrible jungles, but.
Yeah.
And of course, mountains. The mountains come due. And they escalate, which is
Oh boy.
add a town or blight.
Well, I would probably say A6 on your board for the town because they didn't explore A1 because of my wilds.
Yeah, it's a no build, right? So, yeah. And oof, yeah, I guess it's
If
a
they
blight.
do C3,
Yeah.
Coastal City.
Coastal city, but we can potentially. Can we stop them building the city by cards? I've called it isolation. If I come near, I could send the town away. So
Okay.
just push everything into either your jungle. Probably not your jungle because they're ravaging there, but
Next turn is a double grow for me at least, which is nice.
all right. So I have
So-
3 damage, and I can push a town. So I'm yeah. I could take full advantage in A5, or I could stop the city build in C7.
City and 3 towns.
Well, I don't get to city and 3 towns, but I don't get to do anything to explore.
Oh, the damage is right. It's only to buildings.
Yeah. And you've got renewing rain, which only works on A4.
A4.
So you may as well use that. And you've got punish. Because I could push towns into you to kill, but I don't know. You only get 2, straight up just 2 damage, so it's not like.
They'd probably just be on the town in C4.
Right.
I have a Spreading Wilds that pushes an Explorer at range 3.
Ooh. No solo explorers, but there are lands with 1 explorer, like C1 or A8. So yeah, since wetlands aren't doing it, I mean, the wetlands might be doing something soon, but stopping the city in C7 seems like the best thing for Rouse and Anger, even though I don't get to push anything.
I'll just do my stuff.
Yeah,
I should vocalize that before you do something.
that's all right.
I will.
I don't think it was going to affect anything.
I'm gonna do this in C1. And this is $1 million question.
Where does the Explorer go?
Yeah. I don't really want him to go coastal. I'll put him to C5.
All right.
And
I'm
that's
going to
me.
use this in C7, I think. Because as much as A5 is like a better target, it also nothing's happening there. So C7. We get the bonus fear, but don't get to push. We need Raging Storm to kill all those explorers. Bring lightning in, tag team.
So I have a double growth.
You should maybe get that checked out. See your doctor.
I want to grow into C1. I guess I'll go A4 and put the Sacred Site back in C4. Probably Sacred Site. No, because they're ravaging. I'm not guaranteed yet that I can stop that.
I can also give you Gift of Flowing Power if you wanted to reclaim, but you're probably getting... You're just getting 2 cards.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the plant on my presence track. Especially because I'm probably getting a major here, so I want that energy. I'll just go in the sands and gain a major.
I guess I get to gain a power card. I don't have to play Gift of Flowing Power.
Cast down into the briny deep!
Actually, it might be a major turn for me. I have lots of energy and only 2 cards to play.
Well, I found Strangling Firevine.
Ooh, you're getting a major. Strangling Firevine kills lots of explorers, right? Is it fast or slow?
It's slow.
As long as we don't lose. We are losing right now.
Oh, are we?
Well, no, because I'm going to push guys out of C3, which stops 1 town. So we're still losing right now, but exactly losing.
I do have Insatiable Hunger. Adds a blight, adds 2 beasts, gathers 2 beasts. Each beast does 1 fear, 2 damage, 2 Dahan, destroy beasts.
Let me see what... I'm going to get a major too, so let me see what I get. I got Winds of Rust and Atrophy. I don't want to replace a city with a town, please. No. But I could use that to replace a town with an explorer in something like C1. I also got Fire and Flood and Land Thrashes and Grant Hatred, but I think Winds of Rust is going to be very handy. In general. I won't get the repeat. Will I? Soon I'll be able to reliably get a repeat on that, I think. But not this turn. So if I can knock down 2 towns this turn, which means we don't lose. I mean, probably we don't lose.
Ending the event.
Yeah, so if you have stuff that you want to do in the slow phase instead because of that, then I think that's okay. We have a Blight in A8. You have a C4 situation. I don't know what your plan is for that.
Well, I don't have a plan for that.
Just put more presence down so you don't lose your spot.
Fortunately, that's basically it. Even my Insatiable Hunger is going to destroy that presence.
I'm planning to defend C1. Actually, I needed to put presence into C4. I guess if I lose presence, that's fine. That's how Serpent rolls. So I need, for a Call to Isolation, I have to go into C4.
As good as Strangling Firevine is, Insatiable Hunger would stop a lot of towns this turn.
Yeah, if you can stop C7. C7 is the worst spot.
Yeah, it would stop C7 entirely.
And if it puts a blight, I don't care.
As you said, you're a serpent. Alright. I'll take Insatiable Hunger. Except I can't.
Yeah, because I have to... It's blocking on me for getting a power.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to keep Haunts and Embers because it's actually very good against France. So... It adds blight, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta blight. All right, now you should be able to go.
Okay.
And now I can't click things. Yeah, so this is something. It's not a bug. It's just something that needs to be improved. Is while the other players are doing what we call exclusive activations.
Exclusive mode.
It's blocking the other players. And just in general, like being able to see what the other players are doing is an important thing.
I forget this one, and I'm gonna leave it as an exercise to the reader to decide what I meant by this one.
I'm gonna look at your discard. You forgot the. Oh, I thought you were gonna forget Regrow from Roots, but you have it, so you're gonna play it.
Yeah.
I don't remember. You still have all your unique cards, do you? Yeah. So I don't remember what your other card was. The one that gathers 2 and defends 2.
Yeah. It's also on the minor power discard. So.
That's true. Spoilers.
Spoilers!
Entrancing Apparitions.
Yeah, do I want to stay in C4? I guess because...
Alright, I have my plays. And I have an any, which is probably going to be... Oh, my any isn't actually very good this turn. I'll save it for the event, I guess.
Yes, but...
Good?
But this one that is not that one, yeah. Alright. So who goes first? You probably want... Do you need the C7 presence before anything? You don't, right?
No. So go ahead and swarm.
Swarm! And... I don't need to gather because it will do 4 damage already.
I guess if the event blights the island and its tipping point, we're going to lose. But I don't think it will. Like, most healthy island events don't add blight, right? Like, that has to be a choice. So I think that's pretty unlikely. That's so nice. Now they're building 2 towns and 2 cities. Call to Isolation. Push 2. I guess there's a chance C4 gets to defend, right? Like, maybe we get a fear card, because Winds of Rest has fear, so... I'm going to put these in C2. Because maybe...
Old strategy, Cotton.
Maybe C4 makes it.
Defend 2 in all sacred sites or something.
Yeah, or who knows, right? So... And then C1. Downgrade a town and get a fear. And defend. We all must click together. That's a new thing I added.
Oh, hello.
Oh, also, this whole thing with France that we forgot.
Man.
I was totally thinking before, like, man, we should remember about that whole strife thing. And then I totally forgot.
Okay, so there's 2 towns that are in lands with Dahan.
Yeah, those are the ones that should get the strife. But it's on each board, right? And they're both on one board.
Yeah.
But the one in the mountain is where they're building.
The only one that would get destroyed.
Oh yeah, the only one that
A7.
That's
because it's
true.
1 damage per Dahan. A7 is 2. A6 has 1.
If only we paid attention. Not like we would have changed anything we did, right? I guess C3 would have just been. What happened? Was that there's still a guy left in C3? Where did he go? Did I guess I moved.
He's still in C3 on my end.
Oh yeah, okay. That's the that's that visual glitch. So we could have Slave Rebellion that guy. Basically.
Yeah, you could have left because it was just push 1. Yeah, you could have put it as 2 explorers and left the town.
That would have been smart.
Oh well.
Then I could have.
We need some sort of like slave, like in Slay the Spire when you forget that you have Stone Calendar, and you randomly see 52 damage to all enemies on turn 7. Well, there's a mod that adds a reminder that Stone Calendar exists by doing a little flashy thing of Stone Calendar each
Mm.
turn. Maybe you need a little flashy Slave Rebellion.
I mean, there would be an undo button here, but Slay the Spire famously does not have an undo button.
Yeah. I vote
Uh,
A7.
yeah, that seems like the one that's going to do the most. And we get to still add a strife to it.
One.
Yeah, the one in C2, right, is the only one that does anything.
Yeah.
Don't underestimate the French, exactly. And replace an explorer with a town on an inland land.
Well, it's good that we destroyed all those explorers.
Actually, yeah.
Otherwise, we would have lost here, right? Drive the Interlopers is good. Drive off the Interlopers, not of the Interlopers.
Oh yeah, push one
stop the
from
city
a land.
In A6. You do not ravage in lands with disease or strife.
So I mean, C5 has to happen. So.
Yeah.
And now it's either they're blighting A8 anyways. Yeah, I guess with drive off the interlopers. Oh yeah, we could have put a strife on a place with. Well, if we knew that other event was coming. I don't think it would have.
Yeah, we didn't.
I was thinking if we go A6, since they were building a city anyways, and they're changing him into a town anyway.
Well, we're.
But due to the last part, due to the last part, I think it's better to go A8, right?
They're already blighting, so yeah, I don't think it changes anything. And both A6.
Yeah, A6 we can send them both into either A5 or just all into A8, just one place.
As Jeff Dugan says, better to have one major problem.
Yeah.
And now there's.
And we'll see which.
Interesting. Oh, because it was my decision first, your decision second, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, why is the game hanging now?
We get a fear card, maybe. Oh, we don't stop the build, but we skip an explore, so that's nice. Two presence lost, 2 blight.
Only 2 towns.
Yeah.
And no cities.
And they explore the sands, so C2 is now an issue.
So C6 on my board for sure, because otherwise it's a Cascade Blade. And probably A7 since they didn't explore A4. Oh, right, because they skipped the lowest numbered.
Because the
I was like, hey, my wild is still there. Okay.
Sparkle says, one major problem is something you have to take care of. Many small problems can be passed off to someone else.
See, I was just thinking, if we get a bunch of minor problems, then we get a volume of powers. But if we get a major problem, we get to forget one of our minor problems.
All right. I have an any element which does 1 damage, so that's not really going to be useful. 1 damage to a town.
Oh, we could have put the blight. Oh no, the strife would have. Wait, yeah, we could have strifed A6. Oh no, they're not ravaging. Right, never mind.
Yeah.
I was thinking if they had ravaged, then it would have taken a damage. But no, that's. Or no, what if no? Sorry, my mind's going 20 miles a minute. If we had strifed A6, the Dahan would have dealt it 1 damage. Oh, but you aren't in the land. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not actually there. I did think about that.
You aren't there. Jungle wetlands.
I think A7 was correct.
So the jungles, there's the only blight is C8, and I can't reach that. Wetlands.
Yeah, can you reach a blight?
There's A2. Or C8.
Yeah, A2 or C8.
Oh, because I'm in A4, right. Well.
Oh, wait, you can't
A2
see.
seems better.
Yeah, there's more happening there.
And I don't push with this one, unfortunately. So it's just, where do I want wilds?
Pushless. Wilds in a land without explorer.
I've done Mountain Sands. Sands, so it's either jungle or wetlands next. I'm gonna do. Wait, I'm gonna reclaim next turn, which means I will have Sacrosanct Wilderness. Fortunately, I can't do it in the land where they're ravaging. I can't do it in a land where they're building. That's just a tragedy. I'm gonna go with my instinct and say A3.
Yeah, that seems likely to block an explorer. So either coastal or jungle, because it's jungle, coastal, or wetlands coming up. And we have one wilds. Actually, yeah, we have C1 and A3, so hopefully it's jungle. Kind of hopefully. I mean, not with A8, but... interesting. What do I do? I could take another major. I still have a good amount of energy this turn. I would love Blazing Renewal. Like, if I could get that.
Elven Knight's Hunt is good again.
Oh, yeah, for C3?
2 towns for A7. It's only damage to different invaders is the problem, so I can't
Oh,
stop
right.
the Ravage in C3, but I can stop 2 towns in A7.
So I'm thinking of taking a major and then giving you Gift of Flowing Power, probably. Oh, I get Reclaim 1. So I could play Winds of Rust, actually. So that takes care of one of the Ravages, either one, actually. And actually, depending on if I get a power that has the right elements, the exact same elements as Winds of Rust, or at least water and air. Sorry, water and air. Maybe? No, I would need, it needs 3 of each. But I could take water. So water and animal. Or no, air and animal. I don't know. I only have 1. Getting the repeat on that is very good. Oh, we also have 1 town left on the card. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh, right. Hi. Oh.
And they're building 4 towns. So that's a thing.
Well, it's going to be 2. Because I'm stopping A7, most likely. Well, not the build, but the towns in A7.
C2.
C6 is the other one. It's...
Why is it actually only 4 towns? It seems like it should be more.
Yeah, actually, it's not counting C2, is it?
C2 says it's building 2 towns. 1 town in number 6. Oh, I guess that's right. It's 2 cities and 4 towns.
Oh, yeah. Right, because it's only... Okay, well, the one explorer turns into a town.
Yeah, C6 and A7...
I'm thinking each explorer turns into a town,
yeah,
but it's only the extras.
It's the extras.
In which case, I'm only stopping 1 town. That's tragic. I think in that case, I kind of have to take a major. I mean, I could take Insatiable... Or use Insatiable Hunger.
Yeah, we have to either stop them building towns or remove enough towns in the fast phase. Right now. Um,
Well, if I grow into C1, I can use Sacrosanct Wilderness to kill the town. Then I can use Insatiable Hunger in A7 to stop that build. That stops 2 towns.
yeah, there's a decent
Maybe
number
2
of
more.
fast powers that would do the job for dealing with the Ravage. A8 has so many towns. I don't like that. Alright, I think I'm taking a major. I don't... Yeah, I guess I could just reclaim and play Nature's Resilience and Winds of Rust and, like, definitely defend those Ravages. The problem is that's not enough because of the build. So it would depend on you stopping enough builds. Because that would be -2 towns, which means we'd have 3 on the town counter and building 4. So you can stop 2 town builds.
Yeah.
So we want to go for that, and that's a for sure versus, like, maybe I get a power that does the right thing, right?
Right.
I feel
And
probably...
maybe the Fear card, or not the Fear card, the Blight card. If we get the Blight card.
Oh, we won't be
We'll
blighting
remove
because
towns.
I'll be defending.
Well, if I play Insatiable Hunger, I'm adding a Blight.
Are you cascading though?
No. Are we stopping both of the Ravages?
Yeah, that would be I would stop both Ravages.
Oh, okay. Okay. I missed that part.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm stopping 2 towns. Is that your final answer?
Yeah. So I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to put presence into C3 and move my presence. Can the 2 of us destroy the city? I guess we don't care about cities as much. I really want to kill towns. Maybe I want to get presence into that jungle A8 so I can start killing those towns. I mean, there's towns in A5 I could be killing if I can get the right elements. Where actually, I should think about where I want to be for next turn Aegis, which is C5, right?
That would be a good one.
All right. I don't need Reclaim 1, so I'm going to take the water. And maybe as well move the guy in A1, because he doesn't need to be there. I'm going to move it to A8. Oh, I can't go to A8. Right. I can go to A2. That's where the action is. Winds of Rust and Nature's Resilience. And an any still doesn't let me destroy a town, which is really annoying. Fine.
Fine.
Fine. I can at least get an energy for each of us.
So, me first?
Sure.
Alright. The part I forgot about this is that a beast is a fear.
A beast is a fear?
Because each beast in the land is 1 fear.
Mm.
Oh, but if I bring a second beast, it kills the 3rd Dawn in the land.
I mean,
you want to just rid the land of all Dawn?
If that stops the build entirely, like...
It already stops it with the 2.
Hey, thanks for the
damage.
raid, Tailwagon Games. Welcome. Raid, raid, raid. Bah, 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 bah.
I mean, we want Dahan for the slave rebellion, so I'm not going to kill it.
We are showing a developer preview of Spirit Island online multiplayer. So far, so
Use
good.
a piece to assign damage. Why do I have a choice here?
I can't see what's happening.
I'm choosing the damage to the Dahan.
Oh,
I thought.
when spirits damage Dahan themselves, they can do damage in a good way. Like you can assign damage in a way that doesn't
Oh,
kill
okay.
Dahan. If
So
it's
it's only in Ravage that is optimal.
yeah, if it happens from events or ravage or whatever, then it's optimal. But if you're doing it, then you can kill
Okay.
less Dahan.
So we leave 2.
Woohoo! Awesome, yeah. Spirit Island is fun. We are getting beat up by France a lot.
We're getting wrecked.
I may instead remove a blight. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to defend 6 here, so that's going to get rid of that town. And Winds of Rust is going to get rid of this town.
We are on the knife's edge here, and the event might tip it over.
Are we? Yeah, we're like
Okay.
3.
City's dealing
Yeah,
damage. Doesn't
one
do
extra
anything.
town makes us lose. Actually, does escalation make us lose? We might have to choose blight.
Oh yeah.
Each city does +2 damage, so that won't matter. Add disease and ignore disease. They're actually not building a whole lot. So, but jungle, right? Jungle is where the disease goes. So,
Jungle or wetlands, really? But yeah.
well, all right, it's jungle or wetlands. I mean, if A8 doesn't build, that's probably good. Though maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know.
Any land that has a bajillion explorers, which is
Right.
not really anything.
I guess if coastal comes up again, then we wouldn't want C2 to build again.
Right.
But they're already going to build again, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't use up the disease for this build.
Right, but I mean, the explorers are going to be gone because of.
True.
I guess it would stop potential city build happening, right? So.
Yeah, because there's going to be towns in there, yeah, so.
Let's go C2. And. I mean, if they explore jungles, like, that land is just screwed, no matter what, whether they have disease or not. So maybe.
Yeah.
It's like. I don't know, A5? Or A1, if they explore A1 for coastal.
If they, well, I don't know.
Are we getting a fear card? We're getting a fear card, so that's fun too. Because of the fierce Mian.
Yes.
I like A1.
I prefer other steak sauces, but okay. That's a joke. A1 steak sauce.
Actually,
right.
Sparky Wolf, Eric has always said that he's actually not. He doesn't consider himself to be very good at Spirit Island. He just made it.
Do not explore lands with 2 Dahan.
There are a couple of those.
Town? Has to be town.
Yeah, town. It must be the town, or we would lose on the build, I think. Oh, wait, maybe not. You're not building as many? I don't know. Yeah, we have...
I think we stopped exactly the right number.
No, there's 2 towns left. 2 towns left,
Never
not
mind.
1.
You're right.
Hey, no escalation! No escalation! And they didn't explore the jungle, so the wild is preserved.
Nice.
And we did guess right on the A1 steak sauce. So all good for all round.
And I can stop the build in C1, but what is it? Turn 1 land, 1 town is building. All right, because of all the diseases.
Yeah,
Oh
there's
my God.
diseases. We got lots of disease, so they're not actually building. Are they building
Still
anything next?
jungle or wetland.
They're
Big
building
mountain
literally in
ravage.
that one place. Yeah.
I think I just stopped C1 with this.
Yeah.
Spread the wilds in C1.
Pop them into C5
Well,
or wherever, I guess.
if I put them in C5 and then they explore wetlands, that turns into a town.
Oh, right. So I guess C6.
I think Mitchell will just join the party in C6, and we'll just figure out how to deal with that in the future turn. Guess I'm gaining a major.
They're building 0 lands. What?
Good job. Good job, France.
All right, so I'm going to get a fire. Well, Rouse and Anger is doing 1 damage. So if I gain a fire, I get to give us an energy. So let's do that. And I will spitefully do 1 damage. There's no place where it matters, right? Aha!
Oh, actually, I can double grow thanks to that energy.
You're welcome. I'm going to grab another beer, and I will be right back.
Okay. That double grow, actually... I think I'm still gaining a major. Because we really need to kind of settle some of these lands. So I'm going to do the one with presence or wild. I want more sacred sites. I do have Towering Wrath. Towering Wrath could deal 4 damage in either C2 or A2 right now, if I set that up correctly. It's difficult because all the crap that's in there. I guess it's going to be better to go into C1. Oh, but I put the wrong... Because I can't grow into C4 because it has Blight in it, so I can't do double Sacred Site next to C2. I screwed that up! It's gone forever! Can't rewind. It's okay, my major power will save. Win the game. Cleansing Floods. Terrifying Nightmares. Indomitable Claim. Vigor of the Breaking Dawn. Yeah?
Did you get Indomitable Claim?
I got Claim.
Rude. I want that. I mean, C2, right?
Probably gonna have to be C2, yeah.
I can get a couple Dahan into there if we want.
Range 1 wetlands. I am not in a wetlands. Well, I guess I could grow into a wetlands. But I don't have the 4 water. Terrifying Nightmares. I don't have enough moons, but I could still push 4 guys.
Beer for the win.
And Vigor of the Breaking Dawn, but we've killed most of our Dawn. I'm guessing it's Claim. In which case, this is a triple growth turn.
Claim is outrageous for Keeper. I mean, anything that accelerates your presence.
And I think this time I ditch Regrow. No, do I need Regrow because it's Earth? I think I need Regrow because it's an Earth.
What do you need the Earth for?
If I want the Threshold. Oh yeah, I can skip all actions in target land. 3 fear. Invader skip all actions.
Oh, I guess if you want to do that, then I wouldn't put Dahan there, so that's fine. I could bring Dahan if we want to kill some towns, but if we don't want to,
well, that is valid because there's 2 towns left on the card, so we should kill some Dahan then.
I guess I can only push one Dahan. Actually, but you can push 3 with Knight's Hunt. So
Right.
we could get
Each
3.
deals 1 damage.
We could get 3 Dahan in there.
I like that. Especially because it's ravaging next turn as well.
Yeah,
Okay,
and if
so
it'll be a much lower number that I can just pop a defend 3 or 4
okay,
or
I'll
6 or
just
something.
go and lose regrow then. 4, 5.
So maybe I'll take a miner here and see if I also get more. How much damage is up here actually? 9 damage.
Just to make oh, I guess I'm not putting Sacred Sight in C2, but I could put a Sacred Sight and push more Dahan, but then I can't actually defend C2. I'll go in A3.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a miner. I might get a miner that pushes 2 or gathers. So let's see.
Okay.
I got slow powers. 100% slow powers.
Great.
Womp. Destroy 3 towns. I'm into drought here. It adds blight, but like, we're talking about France.
Yeah. Do an A5. There's your presence.
A5 is pretty sweet. Even A8, there's a cascade, but actually, Call to Ferocity gathered for 3, but that's slow, so it's. I mean, we could use it twice, but. Yeah, the problem with A5 is just like there's nothing happening in those lands. I need there to be something happening there to justify taking drought for them. I have Twilight Fog, Drought, Call to Ferocity, and Teeming Rivers.
Those are cards.
Those are cards.
I don't know enough about the game to know what those cards do. I know Teeming Rivers is like, what, if there's no Dahan, add 1?
If there's no blight, add 1 beast. If it has exactly 1 blight, remove it. Not super exciting. For me, anyway. Yeah, I like Drought. Drought for the elements is nice for Rouse and Anger. Teeming Rivers is nice because it has a plant. I only have the 1 card with plant on it right now. Just thinking of is there a good target for Drought? I mean, yeah, A5 is the only one that wouldn't cascade immediately. I'm kind of thinking of Twilight Fog to Strife A2. I mean, I don't even have to play it this turn, do I? I'm going to take Drought, and that's going to be like our emergency valve. Like, if we need to destroy 3 towns in a slow phase, we can do that. But it's not for this turn, probably. And I can add presence and get Reclaim 1. Which I probably won't. Well, I mean, I will, because I have to. I guess it is optional. Where am I putting presence? I have Dahan for Call to Isolation in C5 already. I can just send them in. Yeah, I don't actually know what I'm doing this turn. LOL. I could give you another play or power. I could do Absorb Essence. You could do Spur
If you
On.
give me Absorb Essence, then I play Spur On. If I gain a plant, then I get Punish.
Yep.
could also do. Oh, I wanted the fire. Yeah, I wanted the fire, but I don't have enough plants for that. But if I get absorbed, then I can punish. Is there a place
Well, if you
where I can
absorb, you get an
punish?
any, and I can give you another play that lets you. Well, maybe it's a take a minor power, and maybe you get a fire plant, so you get the second level. So you get like you can kill that city in C4 finally,
Yeah, that would be nice.
potentially. So, or I mean, you could just play Renewing Rain or something. I don't know. All right. So where am I putting this? I do have a bunch of cards that need Sacred Sites. And actually, having a Sacred Site around A2. Actually, A2 can be Aegist. I didn't take the card. I didn't take the one that's strifed, did I?
Nope.
But I have Winds of Rest, which is like better than that.
True.
I guess I should spread out as opposed to making Sacred Sites. But of course, there's Blight everywhere.
Whoops.
Who
How did that
allowed
happen?
who allowed this to happen?
Whoopsies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Sacred Site C5, I think, to have one over there. And I'll grab back Winds of Rust, because then you have it. We're gonna play Call to Isolation and Absorb Essence. Okay.
Somehow the island is still healthy.
No take
Not
backs.
for long.
Yeah, it is just barely. And somehow they're not building anything this turn, pending the event.
Oh.
All right, so do you want to do spur on / stuff just in case things change? So do you want to gain a power or play something you have already? Or I could play something else, but those are probably the best.
I think if I gain a power, and next turn I do single growth, but I'm placing a presence this turn, I can do 5 and reclaim 1 and have 5 card plays next turn. So I want to gain a power so I can play 5 cards next turn.
All right. I will give it to you.
Like the city in C4 is whatever, but
yeah. But if you do,
did I get a fire plant?
I don't know. Did you?
No.
I guess I can look.
Call of the Dawn Ways.
I can look at the deck. You could have gotten Animated Rack Root. You could have gotten Growth Through Sacrifice. You could have gotten Inflame the Fires. You could have gotten Lure the Unknown or Poison Dew or Purifying Flame. Those are the list.
The only fast power I have is Call to Trade.
I mean, that would stop C6 from ravaging and blighting the island. It
Gather
would.
Town, and the first ravage in target land becomes a build.
It would make them build a
So
city
they
there.
Add a town and a city. Oh boy. It would stop the island from blighting. Was the only real positive effect.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a blight card that adds a town, right? Actually.
Yeah, we are killing
the blight cards.
3 towns in C2 on the ravage.
Right. There's one that removes a presence and a town. And there's one that immediately adds a town and a city to an inland land with no buildings.
On each board?
On each board. Are we fine with the build in C6 then?
What are your other options?
Song of Sanctity. If target land has explorers, push all explorers. Otherwise, remove a blight. Call of Dahan Ways. And call to tend.
Call Dahan
Land of
Ways
Dahan.
trades a town for an explorer, or sorry, into Dahan.
Right.
So that's pretty
Probably
positive
gonna.
for us. It's not your elements, but
Well, you're giving me an any, right? Because you're absorbing
yes.
me. Yeah. So I can take a plant then. So I think I take Call of Dahan Ways then. It seems better. They can destroy the Dahan in C6 for all I care.
Yeah, and you can use it on C5. All right, I will absorb, unless you need to use your presence for your powers first. So I don't use your powers first.
Yeah, let's do this.
That matters.
That. And you're pushing out a C5? I guess you can't see C3.
Yes,
C3
I have
then.
to go from C5.
Push 3, yeah.
I mean, I could push the guy out of C6 and save him, but I think it's better to use a guy to kill a guy than that.
Yes.
So I'll do Call to Isolation, push 1 to Han, and absorb Essence. Which one would you like?
Which one? I need that Sacred Site and see.
I mean, Sacred Sites do increase your damage,
Right.
and you need them for those powers.
Take out of A4.
A for the Sands. Yeah.
I think I want to leave the 1 in A3 so I can push the Dahan into A2. So I mean, you get that defended with Winds of Rust.
Okay. Yeah, there's 7 damage there. Winds of Rust takes care of that.
They're building in. Oh, they're not building in A. Dang. I think the only one that makes sense is Plant, right?
Yeah,
so that's
I think
the only
so.
one that does something.
Unless you have a threshold, but I don't think so.
I didn't see any. Rising interest in the island.
Aided by air. We have 3 air. And plenty of energy. Each town, city does +1 damage. That won't matter. Add a town to a land without one. Would you like to immediately lose? I think we choose.
Lies. Somehow we weave the lies.
So I can discard Winds of Rest because I have 2 cards to discard. So I can pay 1 energy. So unless you had a forget you wanted to forget.
I could forget Insatiable Hunger of the Swarm, but I think know
that power's pretty clutch.
It's a powerful one, so yeah.
I can just discard 2 cards, and pay 1 energy. That seems quite all right. Or I could forget Lands of Haunts because it does just push and it doesn't actually get us to where we need to go. But I also could forget it for a major separately.
Yeah.
So I'm going to discard both of them and pay 1. Victory condition! The ambassador of France has given us some advice. Add beast to a jungle without blight. 1 fear if invaders are present. Well,
there's no decision here.
We cannot do that thing. Add wilds to a land with Dahan. I like that. So like, oh wait, we know it's coming up wetland or wetland or jungle.
Wetland or jungle.
So C5. And we could just keep more wilds on A3 or pop a wilds like into A7 for the next stage or A6 for the next stage.
Uh, either or. It's your board. I don't know what's better.
Yeah, I think A7 because there's Blight in there too.
Sounds good to me.
6 damage. I kind of feel like all towns, even though there's a city. If you're okay with that.
Well, I'm actually in C2. I could do 2 damage in C2.
That's fair. Yeah, if you don't have anywhere else to do your 2 damage, I guess there's A1. You could kill the explorers, so then that stops the ravage next turn.
True. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
and
not
we don't
all the
want
towns
you-
because it's France.
We're already murdering enough Dahan. You don't need to kill more of them with your powers. All right, I vote towns.
Oh yeah, there's Dahan in C2 right now. Yeah. Right.
They're the ones doing this.
All right, islands blighted.
Immediately on each board. We don't lose though, because we destroyed those towns. So if we had, the game actually.
This is where order of operations mattered.
Yeah, the game should have let us vote for C6 first, and if we had have clicked it, we would lose, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
So we're lucky, but I think I have a card is like you need to be able to decide. We're adding a town and a city.
Yes.
I hate this. I mean, it has to be
inland land.
Has to be the mountain
either
here,
C7,
right?
C8 on mine.
Because this is wetlands or jungle coming up, so it has to be the mountain, I think. That's my
Right.
vote.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
And then
I figured it's not your board, but
the sand without blight, maybe, or I guess it could be the mountain. What do you think? The sand.
A4 has wild, so I could target it.
It has wild.
1 power.
And yeah, you're pretty close to getting a big towering wrath nearby, so. Axe.
Wetlands.
It was the wetlands, after all.
Can either rebuild a town in C8 or blight C5, which is your presence. On your board, it's blight either way.
Blight either way, indeed. So, I don't need to be in A2. I think I'd rather keep the Sacred Site for Winds of Rust. Just looking at what I have here. Assuming I'm going to play Winds of Rust on my turn. Seems like a fair assumption. Because that solves A2. C2 needs to be defended as well. But not as... You could always reclaim Indomitable Claim.
Reclaim claim.
Reclaim the claim!
Reclaim claim.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think A2... I'm defending it. And... yeah. Sucks to suck. We'll click A2.
Oh. Sorry.
And over here, they are building 5 towns in the wetlands. Man, I don't love these options.
C5 is probably going to be called the Dahan Ways, for what it's worth.
Oh, right. So I guess that means that that's a land that's just nothing then. It has a blight, but otherwise nothing.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess then C8 would just be a town. Just a town. Just a city build.
It's the city. Yeah, unfortunately, I guess... Oh, I do have range 1 from it. But I can't punish in there yet. Right,
so just looking at what they're building. They're actually not building an A2. Well, no, they are building because there's no Dahan there. You're putting 2 Dahan there, right?
Where?
And you're going to make a sacred site in A3 and put Dahan into A2?
Yes.
Which lets us kill 2 explorers and a town. Or, like, basically kill 4 explorers because I can convert the town into an explorer and kill 4 explorers, so they will build 1 town there instead of 3, is what it says right now. So they're actually building next turn 3 towns, which are all in C8. Wait, that doesn't add up.
It's 2 towns in C8.
2 towns in C8. Right. So I think C8 here. If that makes sense. I don't think we lose if we click C8. And I think at least having a sacred site in that area might be useful for me. I don't know. At least reducing the number of lands with blight lets me have a place I can grow to.
True.
That is kind of important. And I'm at the crossover now, so.
At the crossover.
Oh, also, I can do 3 damage and push a town, so I can stop the A5 build entirely.
You still have an any? No, wait.
I have an any, but I don't need it for that.
Don't you have 2 damage on Serpent Rouses?
Yeah, but I have an any, so I could make 1 more damage, but I don't. It's not necessary.
You have 2 fire and 2 earth.
Oh, I was looking at Moon Knight. Actually, yeah. All right, I'm clicking plant then and removing my confusion. We each get an energy. All right, I'm just gonna do that in A5 then. Right now. I'll hit each town for 1 damage. No. No, I will not. And where does this guy go? Into A4? The sands, maybe?
A4. I'd do A4.
Yeah. All right, A5 not building. They're building 1 less city. And you can Dahan Ways C5. That seems good.
And was I doing the 2 damage in A1 to stop that ravage? Is there any place where the 2 damage would be significant?
I think that's the only place. Like, it could be C4, but that wouldn't kill the city.
C2 is
so
going to be defended somehow.
All right, C2.
So spreading wilds,
yeah.
that still only pushes 1.
C2 can be defended either by me reclaiming all or by you defending it with claim. So
yeah.
Though if you defend it with claim, then the Dahan leave, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is.
True.
If I reclaim all, I could resilience there.
Maybe you should have absorbed my essence in C2 then.
Well, oh yeah. Well, it's too late now.
Yeah, it's too late.
It's far too late.
I think, yeah, then I'll just do the 2 damage in A1.
I like that. Just clears that out.
Just to think
Thanks,
about this.
Quizm.
So it's 2 turns until the next
Oh, the
Slave Rebellion?
Slave Rebellion? I don't know. I think, yeah, that's the spot. It's the middle spot. That's when it comes out. We almost have no Dahan, so I don't know.
Reclaiming claims. I don't have Sacrosanct Wilderness. Otherwise, 4 damage in A4 would be tempting. How many towns are they building now? 4 towns. Awesome. But part of that's going to be like A2 is going to...
Yeah, A2 won't
get destroyed.
We're reducing that by Winds of Rust. I mean, if it's better for you, I can reclaim all and use my turn to just defend C2 and A2. And that might be better, right? Because you can also like give me a play with Spur on, and then I give you back a play with Flowing Power, right? So like we could bounce those things in a useful way versus doing Indomitable Claim, which like kind of is counterproductive in C2 a little bit. And that saves
It
you.
is counterproductive. What if I?
That saves you claim for next turn.
What if I
the following
claim
turn.
A2 and you do
Winds of Rust
Winds
over
of
there?
Rust in C2?
Oh yeah, that works too. Right, because then you could still push the Dahan. That also works.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Sure. Then I don't have to reclaim all. I can gain a new power.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, where should the wilds go? Like,
Oh, for your spreading
prevent
wilds?
explorers?
Yeah, it's
I don't
stage
think
3,
it makes
so...
sense to really push it. Yeah, I think just minimizing the explorers is the most important thing right now.
Yeah,
it's not escalating anymore. That's the good news.
Places that are already empty, or like places like A6. Or, I mean, places where you might want to grow to so that you can have more sacred sites around the problem areas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess you have your double growth, so you can go anywhere you want.
I'm gonna put it in C3.
I like that spot. And we're gonna get a fear card, so that's handy. Still at level 2 for a long time.
I'm gonna have 8 energy, but I am playing cards. I am playing cards.
I made it to the crossover, so next turn I get 4 card plays. Alright, I do need to reclaim Winds of Rust for C2. Yeah, and that just clears C2, so that's good. I think it's
I can't even play 5 cards. I have to take 5 cards, but I can't play all 5 of my cards unless you gift a flowing power me.
I was planning to gift a flowing power you.
Okay. So it's 4, 7, 8, 9.
Because I don't really have an Aegis that makes sense.
I am going to have 8 energy. So I'd have to look for a free power. So this has to be a minor.
And I have Drought, but I don't think this is the turn we need to pull the Drought.
So first I do this. On there. And then I look for a free minor. Gift of Constancy. I actually get the threshold on claim.
But you might not want it.
I don't want it, but I get the threshold on claim.
I mean, that would stop the build, so actually it would stop the build, so they don't build anything at all instead of something.
Right. I mean...
And then maybe they explore wetlands, so I mean, you could stop that.
Yeah.
So it could
maybe
potentially be worth it.
There's also Elemental Boon. But that's not free.
It is not. I mean, I give you +1 energy from flowing power.
Yeah, but I need 9 energy to play my hand right now.
Oh, okay. Right, with claim.
I think I'll take Gift of Constancy because that lets you keep a card, which allows you to not have to reclaim, which makes John happy.
Yeah, that definitely makes me happy. Alright, I think I'm gaining a minor because I want to save some energy for next turn, actually. Elusive Ambushes, defend 4. Or I got a bunch of defend cards. Push up to 2 towns. defend 2, destroy, explore, defend 5. Interesting. I can defend both of those lands now with Sap the Strength and Winds of Rust. If you wanted to use Indomitable Claim to block the build in C8, potentially.
I guess I could have waited for you to have made your decision and I wouldn't have taken claim, huh?
No, I mean, it's still like stopping them building a city and a town is valid.
Indeed.
Because I got Septa Strength, which lets me defend 5 in C2, and then Winds of Rust defends 6 in A2, but also degrades, right? So it's actually just 7 damage.
It would just barely be enough, yeah.
Pending the event. So, I mean, that is a potential other. And then you have the threshold on claim, so you could just stop the build in C8.
True, yeah.
And get a bunch of fear. I don't know if that's better or worse. There's certainly some risk to it.
Thank you for the Prime sub, Volcamaria.
Thanks, Volcamaria. Yeah, what do you think? So I've got Elusive Endebushes, Gnawing Root Biters, Razor Sharp Undergrowth, and Sap the Strength of Multitudes. They're both like defends that are on the line. Like Sap the Strength is 5, so it's C2 is exactly. But if I think we've already seen the events that like add extra damage mostly. So maybe. We've definitely most of the event cards in the discard say that already. So I feel like we're past most of those. I don't know what else I would do with one of these cards is the thing. This turn. What could I do? I could push a town. Yeah, I could. I just wouldn't play them. I guess I was going to play Flowing Power for you. That was the plan. Are we still doing that anyways? So doing the Sap the Strength plus Winds of Rust means
that you don't. That I don't play Towering Wrath.
Yeah.
Unless actually I could not play.
You could play Towering Wrath instead of like Renewing Rain or something. Or whatever.
That would definitely be a bit better.
I mean, Claim is your last presence. So it's kind of like you have maxed out once you play Claim this turn.
Yep.
So yeah, it seems kind of silly to not use the defend 20, I guess. So what do I take instead of Sap the Strength? These cards I don't want. They're not building so many towns. Yeah, because we're actually only destroying one town. So they're still building all those towns but they're not building towns in A. Right, that's the difference. Right. So I think we're okay on towns.
Am I claiming skipping all actions or?
Well, I guess, yeah.
Just the fun.
So is there value to me giving you Gift of Flowing Power to get Boon of Growing Power? I think that was our original plan, right? Because I didn't have anything else to do.
I don't know that this I mean, basically, this gives you a power card. It's not gonna hit any of my thresholds. Unless Gift of Flowing Power gives fire. Oh, it gives fire.
Yeah, you could take a fire and then finally kill that
And then
city.
my Punish Those Who Trespass would deal 5 damage.
Yeah, or clean out board that a land that's going to. Actually, yeah, that cleans out A2 after, because you're gonna have presence there because of claim. So,
Yep.
all right, I think that makes sense then. So whatever card I pick here, I'm not playing. So I guess I should pick something that makes sense. I'm actually gonna pick. What am I gonna pick? Pushing towns sucks. Razor Sharp Undergrowth destroys Dahan. It adds wilds. I guess I'm still gonna take Sap the Strength. Anyways. I don't love it, but I'm gonna take it. And I'm going to add
an excellent card because it's forget fodder.
Yeah, I'm going to add a presence here and reclaim Winds of Rust. Where am I adding presence? I don't actually have damage. There's very limited places I can add presence on the board. So I guess I pick a place where I actually can, like A4. A4 seems good. It's a target-rich environment.
Also potentially dead by my, or no, we're doing it in E2, right? Never mind.
All right, Winds of Rust for C2 and Gift of Flowing Power, Pourvu. Sorry, there was a lot of thinking about that one.
No, it's fine. It makes me feel better when I think all the goddamn time. All right. So, am I stopping all actions or letting them retaliate?
I think
feel like it's better for them to retaliate.
Yeah, I think the retaliate is better because you can then just kill whatever they build.
Because then it's 4 damage that leave a city and an explorer. They would build a town. And then that's 6. I think I would only do 5 damage, though. But, I mean, leaving 1 explorer left is fine.
Yeah, so you kill the city and town.
Yeah.
And that more than that. I mean, that makes up for the 3 fear that you get from the threshold. So disable yon threshold.
Disabled. And Gift the Constancy.
Cool. All right, I will send you Gift of Flowing Power, which I think you wanted the fire instead of playing a card.
Correct.
And I will Winds of Rust into C2, which does create a town, which will shortly be destroyed, but hopefully the event doesn't cause a problem.
Yeah. There we go.
We do get a fear card. Replace Dahan with town. Okay, we don't want that. We do have, you have 4 suns, so we've already paid for half. Missionaries. I hate the missionaries. Add disease. Oh, we can stop the build in A if we want.
Yeah.
That's actually, there's not many cities on the board right now. 2 fear per
Cities
player.
Plus 3 damage, but A2 is super defended.
Yeah, and there's no, actually that's really handy that was Winds of Rust and not something else in C2 where it would have cascaded. Totally.
Yes.
If we had gone the other way, then this event would have cascaded C2. So, yeah.
Good job.
Cool. So I think it's Curse the Tongues. And
yeah,
we
and
also
I can discard.
We also have the Beast event, which won't do anything at all. Did you? I guess you're going to reclaim, right? So you may as well discard. And then I can discard Drought because I'm just probably going to reclaim at some point. So we'll just do those two discards. That seems good. Yeah, I'm probably going to reclaim all and then like... Oh, I guess I'll click. Oh, I click you. Yeah, the whole interface of paying for events is probably going to be reworked a little bit for multiplayer too. And
All right, I vote Serpent.
I discard for 2. And we're all done. And what's happening now?
It's the disease. Disease in a land with city.
Oh, right. You're doing that. Yeah.
Oh, it's my choice. You're right.
Yeah, each player.
Yeah.
Anytime it's each player, it goes each player gets to choose.
So doing an A2 just made it so that...
I don't know that we actually need it to be an A2. As long as we're not going to lose on the build,
as long as yeah, I might be fine then to not do A2 then, in which case...
do you want to, like, super math it out? So they're doing 1 town in C8. And on the Ravage, say we destroy 2 explorers and the town, they build 1 town.
Where's the town? They build a town, so it's 2 towns.
So they're building exactly 2 towns, so it is safe to let them build. Because you're going to blow it up anyways.
Yeah.
So we could disease like A8 and C6 or something like that. Seems like the
C6 is probably a good one, because if they do explore and then build, that would be 2 explorers, or 2 towns. I'm gonna do that one.
Yeah, I'll pick A8 because it's similarly... It actually has the exact same stuff in it. Well, no, it has different...
It has a town instead of an explorer.
Yeah. It's bad as well.
There are no lands with beasts.
And the beast thing did nothing. Gather up to 2 Dahan. Ooh. So much for A2, except there's no Dahan anywhere. Are there any Dahan that can, like, get there? I guess.
There's one.
A6. All our Dahan are dead. We have so few.
It would still build, even if we got the guy in there, because it would be 1 damage and 6 retaliate.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything better, though.
Let's build...
We could get Dahan into C8. Like, by sending them through C6, so that they're there for the next Ravage. That might be worthwhile. Take the guys out of C5. Yeah. Versus getting the 1 guy into A2. That seems all right. And like the guys in A6 and 7 are probably going to A8, right? Like that's where we want them. So not on the coast.
So C6 or C7 then?
Well, it's only one.
In C8, right?
It's only 1 damage total, so you may as well do C6 to like kill an explorer.
That wasn't the one I targeted.
That's that thing. Yay! Kill all the guys. And most importantly, get rid of town. So here do we kill the city? It doesn't matter, right? I guess it matters because we want fewer town builds.
I mean, I'm killing things in that land anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So actually kill 2 explorers and the town. Yeah. But it matters because they can't build too many towns or we lose. So
yeah. I mean, that's it. That city's going down anyway.
Yeah.
So.
But actually, we don't want them to build a town or to build a city there in the build phase.
Actually, yeah. That's another argument.
All right, sands and mountains. And a wild stopped an explorer, but yeah. We stop A7 and C3. So there's some progress.
Yeah. Jungle Sands.
All right, so I can rouse an anger to destroy a town, or I could give us an energy. That's my calculus. They're building 8 towns next turn. So maybe I should
Yes.
destroy
Yes,
a
they
town.
are.
Maybe I should
I
destroy
cannot.
a town.
My spreading wilds is pushing 2 explorers though, which is finally strong enough to stop France.
Cool.
I'm just wondering if I have to change my mind on certain things. So, Renewing Rain removes a blight and adds a wild. If it's Jungle Sand, remove blight. So, in this range 1 sacred site, so that targets C2, C6.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't feel like you have to use punish on A2 because we could defend it, and
Yeah, we can defend it. And they're not building.
and actually I could defend.
Punish
I could easily
A4
defend both those lands.
No, I can do 4 damage with Towering Wrath and A4. That takes out 2 towns.
And I could do 1. I could, if we want the 1 energy, I could do 1 damage there, or I could do 2 damage there. That's actually the only place I can usefully use Rouse and Anger. So I could do either 1 damage or 2 damage.
Yeah.
It's, I guess it's 1. Yeah.
If I punish an A4 and you do 2 damage there,
That clears it.
clears it and they don't build.
That's pretty good.
And,
as long as we don't need the energy. I mean, you get +9 energy.
I could do Towering Wrath and C2 to stop the build, and also kill all 3 Dawn in there.
Yeah.
Actually, I could do the combo of Renewing Rain and Spreading Wilds to move the guys out of C2. And then I could instead use Towering Wrath and A1. It seems dumb, though, to do that. Use my super mega sacred site damage power in a land where there's not enough things.
Yeah.
I don't really want to do it in C8 because we pushed Dahan in there. I guess that was a reason to not push Dahan in there. But I could only do 2 damage in there.
I can. The reason why is because I have lots of defend power, so I can defend.
Yeah, and I have
C8.
1-2, which might just be used anyway.
I'm gonna have. 4
I do like
plays, so.
clearing out A4 though, because that's a lot of fear.
Yep, I'm
Well, it's
fine.
4 fear.
I'm fine with doing that. I mean, how much
So
is
I'll
your
punish-
how much is your Towering Wrath there? I guess
It's
4.
4 damage.
So it's it wouldn't be it would actually would be less. Yeah.
I would need punish to do it.
Yeah, and my Serpent Rouses is only good in A4. So
Yeah, so let's do that then.
alright, I'll do my Rouse and Anger there by gaining an Earth. Hey,
Alright.
two towns down. They're only building 8 towns now. Anyways, we have 6 on the card, which is like the highest ever since the first turn, I think.
New record! My Sacrosanct can also do 2 damage in a land with wild. Although none of the lands with wilds have explorers, because that's how it works. Fun fact.
Yep. But you could put. Oh no, but you can't put a wilds if there's explorers. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Renewing Rain can put a wilds there, but it would only be in. I guess that would be C2.
Yeah, it would
C2.
itself put the wilds in. Okay, so I could Renewing Rain C2,
and then
spread the wilds
Sacrosanct C2.
A1,
Yeah.
Sacrosanct C2. So that stops 4 towns.
And that gets a couple to Han closer to C6 for the Ravage coming up, or C7.
Yeah.
So yeah, my board has a lot of those mountains with a lot of explorers in them, which are
Yeah, it's a
irritating.
question of how to deal with that one.
Actually, I have Hunt and Embers. I can push 2 of them out. That's 2 towns worth, so that might be something to consider.
Okay, so that I guess that just leaves my Towering Wrath. The fact that it destroys all Dahan is a bit sad.
Well, I mean,
What do you think we're
A1
doing?
is fine. Like,
Yeah, I can only. I guess I could. I guess I don't have to put the wilds down. I could just push 2 explorers out of A6. But I guess you were dealing with that.
I mean, I can move 2 explorers at the cost of a blight, so it's not like the most best thing.
Okay, well, this was happening. Yeah, I guess I could Towering Wrath A1 and then spread the wilds in like C3. Just another empty land thing.
Yeah, I guess you can. That's no blight, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
I mean, the more lands where nothing happens is generally preferred.
Generally better.
Oh, and we get to reclaim. I'm probably reclaiming all, but just in case, it's probably Winds of Rust I'm going to want. I guess in theory, I don't have... If I play Winds of Rust and Sap the Strength and Aegis, I have pretty solid defense everywhere. And I could gain a different card and not reclaim. So like add presence, or basically gain a power card instead of reclaiming. Because I was thinking of getting Nature's Resilience, but actually don't need that because of Winds of Rust. So yeah, I think it's gain a minor just because energy. I definitely want to go to 4-card plays. So I'm going to gain a minor power, and we'll see. Maybe I get something that helps with A6 then. All slow. So A6 I can't do anything with. Well, yeah. Unless I do a reclaim all, but I can't do that now.
I'm probably just going to be reclaiming all and gaining a power card for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because I have all my presents. Unless I want to start doing like double power gain turns, I guess. At the cost of 3 energy. I am gaining 9 per turn, but you know. But I think now's the time to just find the major powers I want for the rest of the game.
1 damage per Dahan, or gather up to 3.
Trees and stones. One damage and defend 2 per Dahan. That just defends A2. I have A2 defended if we still want it. I guess also defends C8.
I have that's all I'm doing is defending. So don't take defend. Like I'm literally playing 3 defend cards for those 2 lands. So
okay.
they're 100% covered. I'm over defending them just in case of the event. So
I mean, it is super good elements for me though. Is this the 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Do the next power card. Okay, this is the the adversary or the slave rebellion.
Oh, right. So we need to make sure to leave. Actually, A6. No, but they're not going to be there in time. There's a town in A2, so that's, and also C8. But they also, we get destroy
That
one town, add
destroy
strife to any
town.
two. It's stage 3, so it's like bigger.
Yeah. Every invader takes a damage per strife it has.
And then also strife per Dahan present. So maybe we
Yeah,
didn't have to
so
defend anything. Well, it's too. I mean, I could reclaim all instead of placing presents, but I need to place presents to play 4 cards.
so the strife on the 2 cities makes the most sense to me. Actually, strife on both the city and the town in C8 and A2 just does it. Sorry, John. All your
I
defend
mean,
cards are now
I'm
useless.
gonna play them for elements and whatever. I have so much water. Maybe we get a water event afterwards. I think I'm gonna take animated rack root for elements, and it's also free. I need to get. Actually, I can place presents in a land where there's guys. So literally A6. I want to be there.
It's probably fine if A6 builds, just because we have a bajillion towns now.
Oh, I get reclaim 1. Okay, I forgot about that. Do I need absorb essence? Actually, I still have 6 out of 8. I'm not actually running into the limit. If I take something with plant and earth, like Nature's Resilience, another defend card, I could potentially... That's hilarious.
I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm doing.
We could let you place presents, but you can already place presents.
I'm just gonna take trees and stones. I just feel like the elements are too good. Oh, but you're in the middle of reclaim, so I can't do it.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about what I want to reclaim.
Progress is better than congress. Yes, exactly.
Is there something we need to... Oh, call to isolation, does that help with the slave rebellion to get a Dahan where we need it? Does it matter? I don't like A8. I don't want them to pull jungle.
I mean, that could just be claimed.
That's true. Well, you're not nearby, but you could eventually get there.
I can reposition still, but yeah. I would like to be able to be in that land. It's a bit tricky though, but it is a jungle, right? So I can remove it if I'm range 1 from Sacred Site from it.
I could give you... I'm just thinking, Gift of Flowing Power. Do you want that? That's probably the best thing I can pick if you have a card play that you would want.
Energy and play a card. Probably.
Alright. Especially since I literally don't have to defend anything. Is that the result of the Slave Rebellion? Or should we still defend a little
believe
bit?
so. If we...
I should still pop like an Aegis into A4, like just in case, right? Like,
at the very least, I mean, assuming that we are correct on the math about the Slave Rebellion, which I don't think we did anything that put events back under the top 2 cards.
no.
So
destroy 1 town, add 1 strife to any 2, 1 damage per strife, and then 1 damage per Dahan. So that part kills both cities and both towns. So there's 1 explorer in each land. So I think having defend anything in each land just in case of the event still is useful. So I'm still going to play Aegis.
Oh, it is playing another event. So yeah, it's probably better to have a defend in case it's something extra.
And so I'm going to play... And I'm still going to play Winds of Rust because it lets me remove a town and turn it into an explorer.
That's legit. Alright, I'm taking trees and stones because the elements are too good. And probably don't need Gift of Constancy anymore.
It was fine that one turn.
Because trees and stones provides another earth that I can use for Indomitable Claim if I so want it. Okay. If only there was more Dahan in A6, then I could do something with trees and stones in there.
Well, play
Can we-
Call of the Han Ways. Oh, but it's slow.
I could push 3 Dahan into A5. But the threshold on trees and stones gains a defend effect and not something else. Ooh, Sacrosanct Wilderness pushes 2 Dahan. Okay. So there's a combo here, then.
Combo.
This allows me to stop the build in A6.
Sure.
If we still want it.
I mean, I want that. Or A7. Wait, A6? Oh, yes. A6, actually, nothing has happened. Like, I can't do anything about that. So if you got something there.
Yeah,
Perfect.
so I Sacrosanct. I guess I was using Sacrosanct in C2, wasn't I? Not important. Not important. But if I push 2 out of A7 and then push 3 out of A5 and then 3 damage in A6, that would do it. Do you want Spur on for any reason? Do you really need to place out the strength? I gather you don't.
I don't think I need to. And the element does not do anything at all. So I have like 4 water already for no reason. So I have more water than I know what to do with.
Alright, I'm probably gonna then... I'm just gonna click on cards. I'm not committing to this. It doesn't have fire.
Don't commit to anything that doesn't have fire.
Thinking Renewing Range, remove the Blight in C6 for the next Ravage, but that could just be defended, so it's not too important. Call the Dawn Ways because, of course. Because if I'm not stopping the build in C2, I can at least Dahan Ways the town. That's a thought.
One of the towns.
One of the towns, yes. I could also just Trees and Stones in C2.
I mean, I like the Sacrosanct in C2 because that lets you move Dahan towards C6 and 7.
Okay.
I mean, you could still
So
Veil the Night's Hunt and Trees and Stones in A6 to get rid of 2 Explorers, which stops 2 towns. So it's not like
there's not enough. Like, I need 2 push before the Trees and Stones. Like, I need to push A7.
No. Like, Veil for 1 damage, Trees and Stones for 1 damage.
Oh, I see which...
There's already the Hun
damage
there.
Effect.
So, yeah. Like, that gets most of the way, right?
That at least makes it so there's...
And then you call the Han Ways the town. Like, there you go.
There we go. All right.
Mischief managed.
Mischief managed. I'm also playing a card, I guess.
Oh.
They're giving me a Gift of Flowing Power for me to play Spur on, for you to place out the strength.
Well, play whatever you want.
I don't know.
Play Tiring Wrath to get your fire.
What
and kill a bunch of stuff.
Oh, but I'm not in C6. This threshold doesn't help.
The threshold, doesn't it help kill C4 city?
It would, yeah.
So that's worthwhile.
And potentially they explore my land.
Yeah.
So I need another fire, so I'd play Spur on for the element then.
I mean, I'll play Sap the Strength there's no reason not to. It's free, and I'm going to reclaim anyways. So.
All right.
All right. I don't know that
you
order.
First.
Sure. All right. I'm going to Aegis A4 to defend those 2 lands, just in case. And Gift of Flowing Power to you. You could just take. Actually, you just take the fire, right? You don't have to play a card.
That would be better. Yeah.
Save an energy. Not that you need to save energy, but.
I am a very green player. I like to save energy.
Winds of Rust is basically replacing a town or a city somewhere, because the wetlands are dealt with. I kind of want to replace a town in A8, or I guess in like C something, where those are bad places. But the problem is, if I replace an explorer there, they just build it, just turns into a town, right? Like immediately.
Yeah, it does nothing.
So yeah, A8 is the only place where actually it would do anything. So I'll do it there. Defend 6 in a land that's not ravaging. What foolishness!
What tomfoolery!
All right, do your things.
That's you. All right. Veil. Trees and stones.
Amazing benefits from those powers.
I'm not pushing, but it won't let me not push.
Oh no! Is
this game-breaking bug?
What if you push?
If I push like into,
like, if you're gonna push it somewhere, push it into A8. If you're not allowed to skip.
Okay, yeah, no, it's.
No.
It's responding, but it's like assuming there's more to do. It seems like.
There is one Dahan there. So that was Trees and Stones in A6. Yes. All right. File a report. I'm seeing on my side that it says that I got what your thing was trying to do, but then it didn't do anything. So file a beta feedback.
I am.
And looks like that is going to be a victory for Sparky Wolf. Let me see if there's any like exception on my side.
That's sad.
Yeah, mine says it's unhappy that you didn't push. So I don't know that could be a bug with the threshold of that card. It might not be multiplayer related. That like it might be a multiplayer bug though. But basically it's that you said you didn't want to push and the game is like, hey, you're supposed to have to push. So it might be just like a technicality in how it's saying it, if that makes sense. Whether it's an empty set or null. It does say you may push up to 2, so you should be able to say nada.
Right. And 0 is a number up to 2.
Yeah, the game is trying to say nada, but the lower level is like, you can't say that, and I don't like it. So yeah. So here's where we think. Do you think we would have won? Actually, we could recover this by doing screen sharing single player. Do you want to carry on?
Yeah, I think we can carry on.
All right, so let's hang on. Let me just make sure I can actually load the game up from a Trello card. So let me just do that before we commit to doing all of that. Spirit Island beta. Where are you, Spirit Island beta? Why are you not showing up? I will try using yours. All right. We'll load the game. It loads the game, and Trees and Stones is waiting. I'm just going to use it and make sure it works before we go ahead. And we were just going to not push. Okay, so yeah, so finish pushing was fine. So, okay, let's get screen sharing working. You should be able to join.
I have joined.
All right. So we are back to Spirit Island multiplayer classic.
Just like the good old days.
You got to put on your own soundtrack now. All right. So you have Sacrosanct Wilderness. Why don't you've got mouse control, so.
Okay.
Go.
And we want them pushed into C5 so they're closer to C6?
I think so. And away from your murder zone.
Won the battle. Let's see if I win the war.
Hey, look, you are right. It's Slave Rebellion.
Oh.
So, we had to we don't have
Don't destroy the towns in the wetlands,
Yeah.
because we can strife them.
They're getting, well, they're also, the cities are going to get strafed and destroyed, right? So,
Yes.
they're going to get killed
So
in
we
the
could have let
ravage.
the Dahan just kill them, yeah.
So, like, we add one strafe to each city, right? And then the Dahan murder them because 1 damage per strafe, and
Oh, it's
then
actually...
1 damage per
Oh,
Dahan.
no, it's on each board, right. Never mind.
And so 1 strafe on each city murders them. The other, there's defend 4 in each place, so everything else is done pending the event. But we have 4 defense against 3 ravage, which I think is fine. Should be fine. And so we can destroy towns elsewhere, such as here.
Yeah.
Or here. I mean, yeah.
Well, the sands and mountains are the ones that are coming, or that are building next.
Yeah.
So focusing on those would make sense.
Okay.
Although we can only destroy 1 town per board.
Yeah. So doing here,
So
it replaces itself here. Right now, if we don't destroy a town here, actually it has disease, so it doesn't do anything. So maybe it's 2. It's this one because it has disease. And that actually nets -1 town. I guess this nets 0 town. They both net 0 town.
I think it doesn't matter either way.
Yeah.
Because they're still building 1 town on that board.
Right. And here in a 8. Now we add strife to each city. And I don't know why we're not getting this, but it's letting us pick on this board next, I guess. So maybe the city down here, because that guy's dead already.
That sounds good.
There's no Dahan, but...
Yeah, so there's no... The damage doesn't happen and we don't get the extra Dahan, but...
At least it has strife.
Those are danger lands, so...
Yeah. And... Oh, weird. It's giving us more strife on this board. That's actually a bug.
That's a bug. Maybe because you did one strafe on
Yeah.
one board and then one strafe on the second board, and then the game thought, okay, so we're done with board C. Let's do board A now. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't
Slave
know.
rebellion. Letting me... Leading?
Leeting. Leet!
I clicked a city on each board. Then it's having me click twice on the board. Close enough. It's getting late. We can go back so that it does the right thing, I think. We can undo. We have a new power.
Undo!
All right, click a town to destroy it. That one. Right, I guess your point was we don't get conversion. So
yeah, but I don't know if it's too important because they're not building in there or doing anything.
yeah,
They could explore, but
so let's just do board A. So a strife here and a strife here. Yeah, so it works fine if you do it this way. And then a strife here and a strife
there
on.
we go.
Any preference, mountain or sand?
I don't have a preference. Both are blighted.
Yeah, we already get one new Dahan each. We don't need two new Dahan on each land. All right. In the single land with the most invaders,
Oh boy!
it is A8 or that one.
Each adjacent land that's going to result in an extra build.
Here it would make a build here, right?
Actually, it's going to make 2 extra cities. It has to be.
But here
Wait,
here it wouldn't.
Hold on a second. What does the card say? Push 1 to each adjacent land. In the single land. Okay.
Yeah, so we could say it's C6 and there's no additional builds. Right? Because we put a town in here, it's defended. We put explorers
Yes.
in other places, like in these two places.
Yes, you're correct.
And actually, we generate a fear from the beast being there. So yeah. Here. We don't put an explorer here, because that would be a town. And Beast Prowl. Where do we want beasties? Probably in the back corner. Beasties, go to the corner. Beasties in the corner.
Save us, beasts!
And is there another beast prowl? Oh, here. There's more beasts. There's beasts everywhere, because I guess because of your card.
Because I've added beasts, yeah.
Yeah. Push 2 Dahan from a land with blight to a land without blight. Oh, we can have Dahan come into 8/8.
Nope, there's blight in there.
Well, they just go to the one place where they have to go then. Oh, but that makes sense. That makes sense.
Lost the one in C8. No.
That's true. C8 doesn't have
Can't do
Dahan, but
anything about
I
it.
guess we decided that they don't move out of A2, which is important, I guess. So
Yeah. There's nothing we can do about it, but yeah, we're not getting all the wetlands decimated.
hey, we are because we're moving a town from an inland land.
Or maybe we do it still.
We could also do better and stop a build like here. That seems good.
I think that's good, yeah.
We could stop them building an additional town here by clicking the. Well, no, I guess clicking the.
Like if you take out the explorer or the town, it's well actually if you take out the explorer, nothing happens.
Yeah.
They would still build a town. If you remove the town, they build the town. But yeah.
It makes it be less for next turn if we take out a town from there, and there's no other place that really matters, right?
Right. Yeah.
We got another fear card anyway. Add strife in a different land with at least 2 invaders. Take 1 damage per strife. So we could
Hey.
kill this city.
Oh, it has to be different land. Oh no, right? Yeah, no. If we put it on a city, it'll have 2 strife, and then it takes 2 damage and dies.
Yeah, we each choose these lands, right?
Yes. Yes. And that gives us another fear card immediately.
Yep. Just keep trading fear cards until we win the game. Oh my god, did we
we're
just win
now
the
on
game?
Terra level 3.
We just won the game.
Oh, there's
oh no,
still a
there's
city in C4.
there's one city. Oh, if this could have been a card that removed that city and we would have won. That would have been hilarious.
That
Oh,
would
there's
have been
another.
nice, yeah.
Oh, there's 2 cities. So
Right.
not quite.
Moves 2
Remove.
explorers, 2 towns from a land with beasts, or explore a town from a land adjacent to beasts.
So we completely clear out. Like this is quite a turn.
That does stop the build in C7.
Yeah, I'm fine stopping the build.
Yeah, we can wipe out A8 finally. And board A is entirely cleared after the Ravage.
We'd have to
The
use both of
Explorer
them.
will add stuff.
We'd have to use. Oh, it's 2 explorers and 2 towns. Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'm pro
Super
that.
strong beasts. What is that fear card even called?
It's called Too Many Monsters.
Too many monsters. Apparently 1 is too many.
And stop the build and see. I think makes sense. Because
Sounds good
that's
to me.
killing a town here. You get fear from that anyway. We need more fear, obviously.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
it's
what if
obviously the
what if
easiest path to victory.
that event and fear cards just like completely changed the map, like ridiculously,
No build.
and not much explore because they can't see most of the island, and there's
Wow.
wilds everywhere. They only put explorers on these 2 sands. That's it on this board. Oh my goodness.
All right.
What a business. Unfortunately, I can't
So let's
reach
see, can
to just
we-
kill stuff with my things.
My Tiring Wrath only does 2 damage. I can't kill C6, but I can kill C4 with Punish.
And yeah, you only have 2 damage for that, and I can't get any damage in. I do have an any, which could get me 1 more damage, but that is to buildings where there aren't buildings because all the buildings disappeared.
Disappeared without a trace.
So yeah, my Rouse and Anger does literally nothing except 2 fear. So that's kind of a waste. I can destroy an explorer or add a wild, so we can actually clear out this land together with Call to Dawn Ways if we want.
They are ravaging it, so
Oh, that's
if
true.
it's defended or something, it's fine.
Well, the only place I can use this is here. Unless we want to add wilds, so I'm just going to kill the explorer.
Do it.
And yeah, I'm kind of just slightly off on my elements. So I will take a plant, because that means I'm almost where I want to be. And we'll get an energy and generate a fear. Alright. You have mess.
Mhm.
It's funny how quickly you get used to not having to share the mess.
Yeah, right? It's like the good old days now. Right. You don't have sacred sites near A7. It's a land with blight. It doesn't have Dahan, so there's like nothing I can do there.
Oh, you can split damage from Punish to kill a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least. I don't know how much damage you have. 6?
I have
Yeah.
6.
Oh, it's only 1 land, though, so you can stop, like,
Yeah.
C1 build or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking C1 and C4 for that. So I will.
Nice.
And so there's only 1 city left. So next turn we just search for majors that do fast damage, I guess, is what it comes down
Or
to.
I just reclaim my card that turns it into a town and we win.
Or, oh, okay, that just does it. All right, in that case, no one cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. So we might as well put some extra wilds down for second wave, right?
Yeah, you go ahead. I'm going to bed. You can just have my computer. Maybe you'll find Cast Down the Briny Deep and destroy that board. You could afford it too if you'd come up.
I think it was in my first draw, unless that was the previous game. Oh, this matters. Did we reshuffle?
Oh, there it is.
Oh. Yeah, so it's not coming up. Okay, well. Unlock the gates! I'm just gonna click cards. See if I can hit the threshold on that. Animal. Actually, this would be a cheaper animal.
Yeah, it's cheaper and has things you need more than plant.
Yeah.
And you have a cheap card with air. And you need earth. You just need earth. That's it.
Perfect. I did it with minor powers. Yeah. And then I get one more card play. Claim.
Claim with all of your presents.
Claim.
All right. I am reclaiming and moving presents to a land with blight because I can. And adding presents so I get to +6 energy because that's pretty sweet. And clicking the card that lets us win. Do I get the threshold on that now? If I play air cards and water and animal cards. Yeah. Yeah.
Yay. Take that.
All right, first we add blight to the island to reduce our score. There's literally no other buildings, so I can repeat this to no effect. I'm just going to use it. The end. There are no cities.
Yay! Yeah, that last turn really.
Yeah, the fear cards in the event was just like the Slave Rebellion was key, so. Good job.
Few turns in that game that were a bit, touchy, touch and go, but.
See, we should have reduced our score by 5 points. And we need to add 10 more blight.
Yeah, let's add some more blight and see what happens.
Murder all the Dahan for points.
I could have killed more Dahan.
Nicely done. I have no idea what my stats are like. I'm a winner, apparently, so that's good. We did got a loss on Kingdom of France tonight as well.
We did. A very fast loss.
Yes. Awesome. So yes, so the prediction, I believe the official outcome is that we were not able to properly finish it because of a bug. We were able to finish it only because of secret developer tricks. And so, Sparky Wolf, enjoy your points.
Sparky Wolf gets 1 to 46.59 odds on that bet.
Yeah. It said something about, you got 16,000 points across. Well, it's divided. There are three voters, not just Sparky Wolf, who voted no. I'm not sure who.
Evil Dice Monkey bet 20 and Tazeel 2 bet 20. Sparky Wolf got 13,976 points.
Nice.
Which puts you only 6,024 away from being a guest on Spirit Island Saturdays.
That's right. So Sparky Wolf, what I'm hearing is you're going to be a guest on Spirit Island Saturday anytime soon. So if you are interested, we would love to have you. Awesome. So yeah, as you can see, multiplayer is in development. Still has some bugs, still has some glitches, but it is proceeding, and it is getting closer and closer to being something we can maybe even have with more than 2 players and be comfortable demoing soon on Saturdays. But yeah, this has been fun. This has been Handelabra Live. We make all kinds of digital tabletop games, including Spirit Island, as you can see here. I guess I can mention a few other things coming up. We have some One Deck Dungeon news. One Deck Dungeon is coming to Google Play Pass on Thursday, so that's your little 2-day notice. We're not going to tweet it. We're not going to tweet about it until Thursday, but you can hear about it from me right now. It is also coming to Nintendo Switch, and you didn't hear it from me, but it's coming on a day in August that starts with a 1 and ends with a 2. So stay tuned for announcement on that officially very soon as well. So that's been a long time coming, and we're pretty excited about that. And of course, other things are in development and being available soon, like Spirit Isle Multiplayer and Sentinel's Workshop. And so we're always keeping up on new things for you. That's all my sneaky announcements. And anything else you've got, Logic?
Nope. I'm good.
Are you streaming on Thursday?
I might be. Yeah. Probably.
Nice. All right. It is.
That wasn't a very enthusiastic response.
It is Oblivion week, and I am always
Sentinels a lot lately.
I am always excited for that if you are up for it. So would love to see it.
We'll see what happens.
All right. Have we played Oblivion together? We could do that, but it's up to you.
I think we did one game together.
I feel like we need to just fully analyze everything that might possibly happen.
We need to have my analysis paralysis followed by your I'm already dealing with this problem logic. Wait, what are you talking about? I'm taking that card.
Yeah, that's my mission.
With the Aeon Men.
We've discussed this 10 minutes ago. I think that's even more in Spirit Island when there's a spatial aspect. So
yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for joining, Logic. It's always fun to have you join and have some 2-player fun times. And we will see you all on the upcoming streams. So have a good night.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Keyboard shortcut failed.